11 baby is wrong. I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever told know what is a star? Like in the city, the driver's side fly. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, could it be? Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
I watched way too much Anaheim Ducks last night. I don't know what the hell happened. I took a turn somewhere after the NLCS, and I was like, why am I watching this? And then I totally forgot. Do you know who their head coach is now, Leroy?
No.
Joel Quenneville. I totally forgot he wasn't canceled.
That's right. That's
Joel
right. That's
Quenneville
right.
is the coach. I was like, oh, look at him. I didn't like him very much. Not because of the scandal, because he was mean to Bob.
Doesn't he talk like he's talking underneath his mustache?
Yes.
Like
Oh,
the
does
mustache,
he talk-
and his lips don't move, and it just.
Yeah. I think one of my finest moments of journalism was when I asked Sergei Bobrovsky to say, hey, Bob, what do you think of that mustache? He just starts laughing. Like, I don't know, man. He goes, it's his look. What do you want? Anyway, welcome on in, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. The reason I got swayed into Ducks hockey.
By the way, let me say this. I like the look.
This?
It's the pink.
The pink game. The Pinks.
The pink.
It's the red, white, and pink game
Red,
tonight.
white, and pink game tonight. I see
Going
you
to
got
be-
a little
Got my
pink.
Yep, got my pink on for the red, white, and pink game, which, by the way, I believe tickets are available. $10 to go down to Kaseya Center tonight, watch the Heat scrimmage, and it benefits the Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute. Great cause, the Miami Heat. Going to be a cool day at the arena. They got that. Eric Spoelstra is going to be officially introduced today as the head coach of Team USA at 2:00 today with Grant Hill. That's going to be kind of cool.
I bet the under
Of
scoring.
in the scrimmage?
Yes.
I don't even know if do they keep scoring the scrimmage?
I
think
don't
they
care.
switch teams.
I bet the under. Can't nobody make no shots, and they playing against each other.
I wonder. I also wonder, like, who's available to play. Like, does Bam play in this? Like,
No.
well, because I don't know. You know, does he just go out there shoot some threes?
I would say sometimes sometimes you get like a knee to the quad or knee, you know what I mean? And it's like a Charlie horse almost. And sometimes the best remedy for that is to keep moving. So maybe he'll play, or maybe they'll be extra cautious, but a lot of injuries, believe it or not, movement and getting circulation helps with it rather than sitting down and doing nothing.
Well, we'll see. We'll find out.
Yep.
That's 6:00 tonight. We'll have that call for you on AM 560 WQAM. That is because the Panthers are back at tonight. Front end of a back-to-back. They take on the Detroit Red Wings tonight. And you can hear that game on FM 104.3 WQAM. So
You think Bob will be in the net?
he'll be for one. They got a back-to-back, so I'm not
I
sure.
know,
Which,
but
I'm not sure
you
which
don't
one
want to
he's
go.
gonna get.
I don't know if you like if they had won, right? Then maybe you let Bob go the next night and give him an extra night. But they lost. You want to try to turn around and put Bob back in? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. We'll find out probably within an hour.
And when does other goalie go 2 nights in a row?
Not typically.
Right.
Not typically, but maybe they want Tarasov to like feel, comfortable, maybe give him a little bit of a rhythm, because he's not gonna play very much. Bob plays a lot.
Yeah.
Bob doesn't like sitting. And it was actually, I think Paul Maurice said, like, they lay out the schedule before the season. Unless there's injury, they know already. So Croquette the King says Bob plays tonight. They're on national TV.
You know who used to lay out the schedule for the whole year? Denny Green used to lay out the schedule all the way through the Super Bowl. And it didn't matter. He said, this is the schedule, win, lose, or draw. He's not one of them coaches that bye week if you're struggling, now we going to practice because he ain't want nobody thinking about the schedule, thinking about going away, thinking about when they're going to get off. You want to concentrate on football, you already know.
Crazy. Morning, Vlad. How are you, by the way?
I'm good, buddy. How's you going?
Did you watch the Anaheim Ducks last night?
I actually did.
Did you really? Really? Was it because of the giveaway? They also were giving away.
No, for some reason, I was just streaming through my channels, and I happened to fall on an LA channel.
And that was the Ducks.
And the Ducks and the Penguins were playing. Even though I think it was an ESPN game too, but
I think ESPN Plus you get, or whatever their stupid thing is called now,
right?
Unlimited. I think you get all the games that aren't in market. I think you get everything. It's kind of like you get the, because I was like, Ducks, Penguins, and
they scored a goal late in the third period. And I happened to see it, and so they
also. Do you know who the captain is of the Ducks, Leroy? Another Panthers tie.
No, who?
The Butcher, Radko Gudas.
Really?
Whoa!
Radko Gudas is their captain.
And they were wearing special jerseys yesterday. It wasn't the regular Ducks jersey. It was like an old school.
I think that's what they do now. I think they're back to, because they're doing. You know what they've done? I know way too much about the Anaheim Ducks. Well, you know what happened is
I happened to follow with you watching the game yesterday. So
the thing that's happened is I liked David Dwork, the hockey Hornet. He retweeted their giveaway last night, which was the hockey duck mask from Mighty Ducks. So everybody in the stand got a hockey duck mask.
With red jerseys,
which was really cool. I think you had a weird hue. I don't think they were red. Maybe your saturation was turned up a little too much.
So
they're orange.
Can I just say something?
Their whole thing is orange, and they've actually taken. Remember the OG Stephen Ross marketing idea, which wildly flopped. People hated it. Orange carpet is their thing now. They do the orange carpet before the game. And because they're in Orange County, so they're leaning very much into orange.
So my question is, with what's going on in America, do we want to give a bunch of random people mask?
I don't know.
I don't care what kind of mask it is.
Someone's gonna go
right. I'm surprised nobody hasn't said nothing. The way we pounce on everything.
We're gonna have the purge on Mighty Duck masks.
I'm just saying.
Halloween is coming.
If you can ruin the Mighty Ducks masks, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just saying. It just like, this is how we go into everything, right? Like a harmless, bit that, try to get people in the stands. I'm surprised nobody has commented about putting people in masks.
I don't know, but they all seem to like the orange carpet there. They're having a good time.
I mean, think about it. The tie-in with the Dolphins was the Dolphins have orange.
Yep.
Right? The tie-in with the people of Orange County is this is our team. So it's a lot different tie-in.
NLCS last night, Dodgers beat the Brewers 5-1. Yoshi Yamamoto, 3-hit complete game win.
Struck out 7. There.
Teoscar Hernandez and Max Muncy, they went deep for LA. So Dodgers up 2-0 in that series. Tyler Herro was at one of the games, I think, because he posted Blake Snell posted he posted getting a Tyler Herro jersey from Tyler, but because Tyler's a Brewers fan, he's Wisconsin.
He's a Packers fan as well.
He's a Packers fan.
Yes.
What's funny? Not that Tyler was at the game. Good for him. He can go enjoy the game. This Yelich, by the way. Whew. Yelich got a little of that National League Aaron Judge on him with these playoff games lately.
Hey.
Just saying.
Aaron Judge went off this year. No.
This is the year you go off.
Yeah, but Vlad, there is coming to where they're gonna say he can't win the big one, and he's doing it when it doesn't matter.
No. That's already started. But after this year's playoff, they were like, "Where's the help?" Now he needs help.
Oh, so it's changed. because
Oh,
you
it's
know
changed after
there's
you
a
run
fine
off.
line. There's a fine line
I mean, if you
because
bat
they do that with
500
quarterbacks.
if you
Quarterback
bat
could throw for 400 and lose in a playoff game, and they go, he can't win a big one, even though he threw for like 1,000,000 yards.
I mean, he batted nearly 500 in this.
No, yeah.
So I mean, they had to lay off him, but you were right; they were on him.
Well, Yelich is getting killed right now.
Is he doing the Stanton, the low and outside
He's
slider?
just not hitting. He's just not hitting. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything for them.
And he's a DH.
Yeah, well, that back caught up with
man.
him. But anyway, I saw Tyler Herro was there. But have you seen that Tyrese Haliburton, who also grew up in Wisconsin, Tyler Herro and him played ball together growing up?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you know that he's now a rabid Milwaukee Brewers hater? So he grew up a Brewers fan.
No,
what happened?
Is he a fan of now?
Anybody who plays the Brewers.
Really?
Why
Because
is
what
this?
happened was the Pacers eliminated the Bucks.
So
they canceled his first pitch.
Oh, that's bad work right there.
They
Vlad,
canceled his first
Vlad.
pitch.
That's nasty.
And so
That's
he
it,
is
Vlad. That's
That's
hometown
nasty.
come first.
That's nasty by the Brewers.
Hometown come first.
They canceled his first pitch, and so he's basically like, "You're dead to me. I'm gonna root
Nah,
against
wait a
whoever
minute.
it is. You're dead to me."
So wait
I
a
ain't
minute.
mad at him.
But wait a minute. Nah, I'm not. I can't believe I'm siding with Haliburton. in this.
Yeah, I know. He showed up with a Cubs jersey last series. He's
Just
like,
because I beat you, that you're still my team.
It's
Just
still
because I played for the
hometown.
Pacers.
Right.
So you
Different
can't.
sport.
It don't matter. Yeah, you can't just cancel him.
they canceled
Wow.
him, and he's
So,
and he's
so
by the
wait.
Brewers.
So here's what makes it even worse work. It would have been okay if they had lost.
Yep.
That's what makes it just you. Oh my goodness. So like normally I'm I always athletes are petty, but I think I would be right with them.
It's a rightful petty. It's just
And I hate this guy, because he eliminates my team, but I'm actually siding with him. Ugh.
Right.
Yeah. He showed up with a Cubs jersey. I think he's rooting for the Dodgers now, but he's like, he doesn't have a new team. It's whoever's playing the Brewers is his team.
I respect that.
I respect
his
hey,
petty-
and can anybody once they hear the story, can anybody be mad with him?
No, I don't think so.
Because hometown comes first. Like even the guys that go up to Canada with the Stanley Cup, ain't nobody booing them.
It's crazy.
Ain't nobody saying get out of our town. You don't play for Canada or you don't play for a Canadian team. Wow, they're
ALCS.
congratulating him.
Yep.
Good job.
They yanked his first pitch.
They
You
yanked
ain't
his
big
first pitch.
Yeah. Vlad,
Like, that's
the other thing is you Wisconsin. You ain't big enough to be petty.
Hold on.
I'm just
Leroy.
saying.
Time out. But Leroy, when would his first pitch have been? It would have been sometime in the summer. People would have forgotten about him eliminating the Bucks.
Right.
It's not like his first
He
pitch
did
was
it the next week.
the opening day of the game, of the Brewers season. It would have been sometime in the summer. That's nasty work.
ALCS resumes tonight, game 3 between the Mariners and Blue Jays.
I
Seattle.
find myself rooting against Milwaukee just because. I don't even
Yeah,
have
I
a
hate
dog
the
in the race, right? A horse in the race. I'm like, oh, that's nasty.
First pitch tonight set for 8:08. Seattle's up 2-0 in that series. So they'll try and put a death grip on it today. We'll take a break. Rueben Bain. He's not here for any of the fluff from anybody else. Canes getting ready for Louisville. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. It's FM 104.3 WQAM as we take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Miami Dolphins will be back on the practice field today. Tua supposed to have his press conference. Grab your popcorn for that apology tour. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean it. I love you.
You think it would be better if he just talked to the players and team and not make it public of what he did? Because sometimes
I am sure that is what he is going to say. I think when he is asked, hey, what did you tell your team? He goes, I bet you that is what he says, that I'm going to keep that in-house.
Because it seems fake if he has to tell everybody. You know what I mean?
Did say that he went to each individual, he went to each player and talked to him. So Mike McDaniel kind of put it out there. So
that's fine. But I'm just saying, if he gets in too much detail, it's almost like he's trying to save face with everybody else and not the people that he actually harmed.
That's him. He's the one that just likes telling people things that nobody asked.
Yeah,
right.
He takes that truth serum.
I got you. I'm just saying, to me, like if I do something wrong to one of my brothers or say something that I probably shouldn't have said, then I'm basically gonna say, like, look, not for nothing, I don't care what you think, right? I want to make sure that me and my boy are cool, and that's it. So whatever the conversation was or what I said is none of your damn business.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be one of these things, like you said. I think he's going to say to echo what McDaniel said. That wasn't the time or the place. It wasn't the forum for that. He's going to say that, and then they're going to ask him, what is the message been from the locker room? He's going to be like, everyone knows I love him, but I'm going to keep that in house. I'm not going to say what I said. Just know that we're all focused on beating Cleveland, and they're going to pepper him today. He's going to get peppered. We'll see how he handles it. Because can he help himself is the question. Can he lean on going into, airplane mode of just QB talk? Let's focus on the Browns.
Right. But what the hardest thing, and this is with anybody in life, right? It is very hard for any human being not to try to defend themselves or make the situation better.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's just human nature. Like, for whatever reason, like you have to have bigger stones to say, I don't care what you think, right? I don't care how you view me. It's the people in this locker room. So let's just leave it like that and move on. It may seem abrasive, but it's kind of the way that Tua has to go about it because he gives away too much information anyway.
You should take notes from?
Who?
Old number 4 on the Miami Hurricanes, Rueben Bain.
What did he do?
Rueben Bain was asked about all this preseason hype that he's receiving. You got my buttons up there, Vlad? This is what Rueben Bain had to say on it.
I'll just look back on it and I'll just kind of say F it to all of it and just play football at the end of the day. Because I know what the bigger picture is for us to really win. And if I continue to win, continue to play how I play, then that's when all the awards and all the hoorah stuff come in.
All the hoorah stuff, Leroy.
I like it.
I like
in the right frame of mind.
He's Goosey's dude. He is a menace. He's a giant.
Right.
There is like definitely some national buzz around him being the best player. It hasn't necessarily translated to Heisman odds because let's be honest, it's a quarterback award for the most part.
Yeah, but no quarterback's really going crazy.
Carson Beck is the favorite right now.
I thought, what about Mendoza?
Mendoza is the third favorite currently.
So it's Bain, it's Beck, and Mendoza?
No, Bain's a pretty big long shot right now.
Well, because he doesn't play quarterback.
Yeah, he's not a quarterback.
Right.
Bain is plus 15,000. Now, maybe, he continues to wreak havoc. Maybe if you want to get in on it, if you want to like throw a little chili pepper on it, maybe that stuff that picks up. Which, by the way, very annoyed. Hard Rock app. Why can't I bet on this, baby? I gotta go
Because
find.
the odds are
No,
crazy.
you want me to tell you why? Let me tell you. This is the reason why. If 1,000 people put a $10 chili pepper on it, they ass gonna go broke because it's hometown,
Oh,
right? You see what I'm saying?
No, but I can't bet. I can't find the Heisman bet at all on the Hard Rock app.
Right, but because they don't want to include Rueben Bain. Or maybe they wait till a certain period of time where the odds ain't gonna be so long. But think about that. If you're in Miami and you're Hard Rock bet, and you have 5,000 people say, I'm just gonna put a little chili pepper on it, and it hits. Like, wow.
Or you could get Khalil Weird. See,
Yeah,
you had great odds when you laid the wager, so you had a good chance of cashing out. And
In
then
fact,
cashing
they tried to get us to cash out. And
right.
we
So
said,
then, what if your Rueben Bain has an unbelievable game against Louisville on Friday night, right? And then he moves up, and then he becomes a favorite for the Heisman. And then 3 weeks later, he doesn't really have a good game, and then somebody else moves up. Somebody might have cashed out on Rueben Bain,
right? I see what you're saying,
and made money off that because you
Yeah,
guys
but they ain't
made
gonna-
money off the
they ain't
Khalil Weird.
You think that they wouldn't give an offer that early simply because he's a D lineman?
Right, but I'm just saying, like, if he had an unbelievable game and then
if he had like 3 sacks,
right, and then, all of a
he
sudden,
became the favorite because nobody else is doing anything.
He's still doing good work, and he's still in it. And then the last like couple of games, he doesn't really go crazy.
You're gonna get that offer, but if you do them 3 games and you got 15,000 to 1, right? And he have like 2 or 3 good games in a row, you know you're gonna get an offer. They might offer you for your $10 bet $1,000.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think about your Khalil Weird off, and I was like, wow, they really got it at a good deal.
Yeah.
And he jumped, and he had a great month. And it was like, and then you were always asking Leroy, should we cash out? Should you cash out?
We got greedy. We got
greedy because we thought.
I think we wanted to get like 500. I think we got our top buyout got to like 360. I think was the highest, and we should have done it and then just let it ride on another bet with him. But we were stupid.
Right.
We were children,
Right?
But maybe we'll do the same thing with Yucca Jones this year. SDI is saying SDI says you can't bet on players in Florida. You can't bet on college players in Florida.
That's right. That is right.
No props either.
That is right. They took that away.
Hey, which is hilarious because SDI is on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not with the IP address SDI uses. He'll be able to find a way.
Right.
He'll be able to find a way. But no. So Rueben Bain is plus 15,000 on the websites that I was able to find that have odds. He's plus 15,000. Beck is 360. Ty Simpson is next at plus 380, and then Fernando Mendoza at plus 550.
So 2 Canes are in the top 5.
No, Rueben Bain's like
I mean, I'm sorry. So 1 Cane is in the top 5.
Yeah, Rueben Bain is like,
and he's the favorite. Right?
He's way down there. I'm just mentioning his odds.
But I'm just saying, all he needs is a great game on Friday night national TV because there's nothing going on, and the LCSs could be over by that time, so they really might be nothing on.
I like that he doesn't like it though. He's like,
I want 3 sacks on Friday now.
That'd be amazing.
And 2 forced fumbles.
And plus, look at their schedule. It's real conducive to somebody just acting a fool on defense.
Yeah. Just havoc. I mean, the other thing that can happen too is like they're all terrified of him, and then Mesidor feasts. You know?
Now, here's the other thing. And this is not an indication of how good or bad your team is. There's always those 1 or 2 games where you are tested because it's not going fluidly. It happens to everybody. I mean, wasn't Georgia in a dogfight with Auburn?
Yes.
Yeah, it happens, right? So I want to see this team and how they respond to that, because this is where it happens every year, right? Where we're in a bit of a dogfight with a team we should be dominating. Like, what are we gonna do? And Georgia Tech a couple years ago, and just all, this stuff. You're going to have to deal with it at some point during the year. And I think they have the players, right, that are focused enough, and like Rueben Bain and Beck, those guys, seem like we just going to go out and do work.
Was it the last game or the Florida game where he had the most terrifying horse collar tackle I've ever seen in my life?
Might have been.
I don't remember, but he grabbed that guy with a finger. It was like, ying, and the guy was, ah!
Can I tell you that's the worst tackle in the world?
The horse collar?
Robert has torn 2 knees doing with that, but he got long legs. I'm a little bit stocky. So when you pull me, my legs shoot the other way. Right? You know what I mean? And I fall on my butt. When they used to do it to Robert, he used to fold up like a pretzel.
Oof. Yeah. It's it looked nasty, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I like
the FSU game, they said.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, he was like, yeah. They flagged him.
Oh, they go to SMU this year.
They do, yeah. Old Rhett Lashley revenge game.
Well, the thing is that they're just offense.
SMU stinks.
Right. They're just offense, though. A lot of trickery, a lot of, they do a lot of creative things offensively.
Is TBD still on that roster? I don't think he's the starter, but is he there?
Van Dyke?
I think so. Isn't he there?
Let me check.
Really? He's still playing football?
Well, I don't think he's playing. I think he's just there.
Oh, somebody, I got into it with my boy yesterday, Keith Byers. He asked me how I felt about they're talking about giving 5 years eligibility in college. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I say basically what they're doing is stop asking us. Here's the 5th year, because everybody files all this paperwork, right? And I'm like, why not? This is their football career. Some guys, this is their football career. What's up?
Go ahead, Vlad.
Tyler Van Dyke's 24.
Yeah.
Have you seen his face?
No.
He looked 30.
He looks 42.
He's been through a lot. Didn't he have that degenerative injury?
Good God, he's still the quarterback as SMU. I just saw a picture on.
But he's not the starter. He's just on the roster, right?
I'm just saying.
I don't think he's I don't think he plays.
They just say he's
you sure he's not the quarterback coach?
Quarterback for the SMU Mustangs.
You sure, Vlad? You sure he's not the quarterback coach?
Dude, he looks like Bill Burr on a bender.
All right, we'll take a break. Back after this. Hi, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the show. Hey, Leroy, can we get a weather update from Chill Zone AC? Featuring reliably root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Listen, I don't know if this weather teasing us, if this what we have going on into October and November, into Thanksgiving and Halloween, or are we going to get another, heat wave with some storms? But right now, this weather is beautiful. Not nearly no wind, barely any wind. I'm going to say if it's 5 miles an hour, I'm shocked. I don't see any clouds. And it's a pleasant 80, 81 degrees. It's a beautiful day out there. The only thing that sucks is I'm looking at it. I can't go out and enjoy it.
It is 81 degrees outside.
He's good.
There is
But you could feel the humidity is lower because even though it's 81, because even in the winter, it still gets up to 80, 85 degrees, but you don't feel that smothering heat because the humidity is low.
Wind gusts is up to 14 miles.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody need to come cut these trees because they're heavy. They've been lifting weights because they ain't moving.
But it should be partly cloudy around 11 a.m.
All right.
Yeah, like I thought yesterday, based on what it was out east, that we might, when that blows across, that we might get some evening showers, but we got nothing. So
Josh Hart says,
I'm always hesitant to say no rain, right? Because it's Florida.
Of course. Josh says, Leroy, give me the weather outside Hard Rock. I can tell you what's happening. Storms are brewing around that podium.
You think so?
Storms are brewing.
I don't think. I don't see.
Not Storm Duck.
No, it's not Storm Duck.
Okay.
God,
I would say this.
Really?
No, I just want to play this.
Storm Duck. Quack, quack, quack.
That's it.
Hey, I mean, that's all nice and great, but Storm been clipped.
Yeah.
How long is he out? Is he out? He's not out for the year.
He started practicing last week, so it seems like he's coming back. Maybe this week. Maybe this week.
No, he said that. I think McDaniel came out on Monday and said that nobody's coming back this week.
No, but he meant the guys who come off IR.
Okay.
He's just been working his way back from an ankle injury, and I think he started practicing last week. I mean, we'll find out today. We'll get an injury report, but I think he's closer. Yeah, but everybody else, all the linemen, everybody who's on IR, nope. No kickers, no centers, no Eichenberg, nobody. Everybody's on that. No Austin Jackson, no James Daniels. A strong fortress this Chris Grier has built in front of Tua.
Leroy.
Hey, can I just say this? I'm a read this comment. And periodically in life, we expose our true ignorance about what we're talking about.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna say it. Let me just go ahead and put it out.
Mm-hmm.
The offensive line sucks, but Achane still manages to ball out every game. So please don't tell me it's the O-line. Tua sucks. Now, it's two different positions, and both of them rely on the offensive line a little bit differently. If Tua don't get no blocking, he can't use that 10-1 speed and get away. Achane can. So there's that.
Can he hop on Achane's back?
The other thing is that we give Achane the ball outside, away from the O-line, so he can do his thing. You can't line Tua up out wide and have him throw passes from there.
He's outrunning everybody.
And it's always been different for a running back. Like, a running back can make a guy miss. Like, Tua's supposed to be looking downfield. If he start trying to avoid the rush, he's even worse off. So
every one of those charts that I see on pass blocking, and I just want to be clear here, okay? Tua has stunk this season.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to take away that he has stunk. But also, every chart that comes out, these people who do metrics on offensive line, the Dolphins are so far on the bottom. Like, And of course they are. You want to know why? Because half their line is backups, and one of them is the worst rookie you've ever seen in your life. And they got a center playing with half a chest who can't snap anyway, who tackled Tua.
Yeah, he got a sack. No blocks, 2
I'm
sacks.
gonna get sacked by a guy with half a chest.
I'm telling you.
Hey, so question.
And now he's mad. And by the way, and now they're all mad at him on top of it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The way Patrick Paul answered that question yesterday, that sounded like somebody, maybe. I know they won't do that, Leroy.
No, they ain't.
I know they won't.
Like,
I know they won't. But
like somebody here's what they're gonna do.
But
Somebody gonna make light of it and they're gonna
somebody
move
goes
forward.
Olay. You know what I'm saying? Miles Garrett.
No,
know,
they don't do that, dude. They don't,
Yeah.
dude. They don't do that because
I know
look,
they don't.
at the end of the day, you got to do your job. Now, here's what's crazy, and I want y'all to answer this. Well, how far down is the Bengals O line?
On these charts?
Yeah,
I
they
don't know,
got to
I
be.
can't find it.
Yeah,
It's gotta
because
be Dolphins, Bengals, Jets. Like they got to be the lower third of the
right,
offensive line.
right.
I mean, Jets gave up 9 sacks on Sunday to Denver in London.
Well, they are the number 1 defense too, so that's not a
I
bad.
get
That's a
it.
bad
I'm just-
combination.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like
9.
the bad teams, the record says.
I
you can
remember.
tell- you can tell why they're bad.
Who was the Kansas City Chiefs linebacker
Eric
that
Thomas?
passed? He had 8 sacks
Yeah,
in one game. And
Yeah.
guess what?
They
The
won.
sack that he missed at the end of the game, the quarterback threw a touchdown and they lost.
He pulled a Jaelan Phillips.
Yes.
By the way, I'll
Quarterback
tell
shook
you.
him. That was the craziest thing. You get 8 sacks, and the most important was the 9th one.
I will say this: warning track sack power is hysterical.
Oh my goodness. So do you see what that list is? I'm just curious. And keep in mind, we talking about this stuff. We're not defending nobody. So everybody calm down.
He had a funny post yesterday, and I felt bad because I thought immediately, I'm like, that's gonna turn into a meme, because he was putting this very loving post with his fiance, Jaelan Phillips, and he's got her like wrapped up in his arms.
no.
It was so sweet.
Oh, I already got one.
And you already know what the comments
Like,
were.
Oh
I
my
said,
god!
I hope she's not too high off the ground because he'll drop her.
Hope he doesn't fumble this one.
Well, they were going, well,
I hope she don't have no sunscreen on. She
It
gonna
was
slip
more-
right through his arms.
it was more to the tune of with Jaelan Phillips. It was more to the tune of, how come you couldn't wrap up Herbert like that?
Herbert.
You could
So-
rap her, but you couldn't rap Herbert.
Right.
It's all right. We
So
love them. Happy for them.
who do you think is doing a worse job? Now, I already know that what Chris Grier has tried to fix the problems with is bad job by him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But in Cincinnati, you got your franchise quarterback that has given you success, but you getting him killed every year. And so I would say, like, that dude, whoever
Duke
that
Tobin?
is, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Duke Tobin is, I guess you got to give it to Duke Tobin because at least they've gotten to conference finals and Super Bowls,
Yeah, but it not without losing your quarterback every other year.
Understood. But you asked who did a better job. No, Chris Grier's done the worst job.
Yeah, I meant who's doing the worst job. I meant, so it's Chris Grier. I said it backwards. I meant better, and
Chris Grier's doing the worst job.
Of course, we know, but I
he's
don't.
king of the mountain right now.
I don't understand. Like, if I had to sit down and have a conversation with Chris Grier, and like, no BS, this doesn't leave the room, and we just have a talk. Like, my first question would be, how did you ever think this was going to work? When you see all the successful teams in the league or have one basic thing in common, O-line and D-line, how did you think these group of men were going to make it work? Now, the problem is that they reset and tried to go young this year. So, it like they've accepted their fate and tried to build through the draft and with young guys.
Yeah, accepted their fate, but I don't think they thought it could be this bad. Like,
no,
it's legitimate.
absolutely
It's
not.
legitimately
Absolutely, I
been
think
as bad as the worst case scenario has been.
I think that Chris Grier doesn't think offensive line is that important, and you could get anybody to do the job based on what he's done.
And what he said.
Based on what he's done.
He said it. He's gone out in front of microphones and said, "Guys are more worried about than I am." It's
Right.
like, whoa.
And so if that's not an indictment
And then my
why
favorite,
this team is built wrong, then I don't know what is, because he has basically told you he doesn't think offensive linemen are that important. He's never going to say that, but all we have
kind of did though.
all we have is look at how he's built this team, and look at how he put these guys together, and look at how he did, with what, right? And the other thing I would ask him is, why are you so shocked when an injured player doesn't work?
I don't know.
Right?
That's one thing that's to me like the craziest thing is he really doesn't think that's ever going to bite him.
Oh, he'll get healthy. We can save $3 million. No, you're not saving any money if the dude doesn't play. It's costing you $7 million.
How's a team that's got a hospital next to their practice facility not trust medical records?
The last time they trusted medical professionals, we ended up with Dante Culpepper instead of Drew Brees. Right? Right. But is that not accurate?
It's true.
Hey,
No,
right.
it's true.
Hey, Chris, what do you and Mike think about offensive linemen?
It's always interesting because Mike and I were talking about this the other day that with the
We'll pull
offensive
Mike
line,
into this.
every year that's you guys are like, oh, not good enough, but then offensively we're a pretty good offense the last 2 years, and a number of you guys have talked about how the guys have improved. Those guys on the offensive line have worked their tails off.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
Here. And here is the difference between looking at the big picture and looking at and having guys bail you out. Okay? And here's what I would say. Tua got rid of the ball so fast and gets rid of the ball so fast on a number of and these past few years. He's gotten rid of the ball faster than anybody. Mike McDaniel's offense is quick passes and things like that, right?
Yep.
And what ends up happening is it looks like your line is protecting because of all those other things. You got to be able to look at it, because when it's 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 12, and Tua got to wait for something to develop, he's getting swallowed up.
Yeah, I remember like one year Tua came out, it was like Stockholm syndrome. He goes like, "Oh, does it matter who your own line is?" He goes, "Doesn't matter. I can get rid of the ball so fast." I'm like, "Nope."
It like, okay, yeah, when it's 1st and 10, which brings me to my other point, is if we're all aware of this, what is the worst thing you could do on 1st down? Lose 3 yards.
Oof.
Like, you were feeding into it. And I've been making a big deal about this, not just this year, not just last year, the year before. I've been making a big deal about this the whole time. There's nothing wrong with 2nd and 7, especially for this team. Because the further you get down into the downs and the distance becomes a little bit farther, that means you got to rely on a group of men that haven't protected your quarterback. So think ahead. Think, what do we need to do, right? Either schematically or with players when we get to those crunch times in a game and we need to pick up a 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 13, but we can only throw a pass that is 3rd and 3 because our offensive line can't protect. Or Tua throws the ball away and you don't get a sack, and then at the end of the game, you look at, oh, we only gave up 1 sack today.
Great.
That's what, but so it has context. All this has context. So when you say, oh, y'all said the offensive line is getting bigger, I promise you it's from these people just looking at the stats and say they only gave up 2 sacks today. But I'm telling you, when you watch the Dolphins play, Tua is under distress half of the game. Half of the game. And then Mike didn't do him no favors, because the 1 week they won, he started rolling him out. And then the very next week, he sat his ass in the pocket again.
We'll take a break. Just a regular old second hours next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program.
So, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Go ahead, Leroy.
So I've been going back and forth in this chat, and they were like, not true, Leroy. Most successful teams have a quarterback, except for the 3 retreads that are sitting up top. Right?
Crazy times right now.
Huh?
I said crazy times right now.
Right. And lots of teams don't have good lines. That's not accurate. Oh, all of the good teams have good lines. I don't know where you get this information from, right? You just want to say stuff to make your point. But if you look at all the teams that have won the Super Bowl recently, they've all either had a really good offensive line, a really good defensive line, or both. That's not up for debate. When Patrick Mahomes won his last Super Bowl, that defense was dominant up front. The Eagles last year, dominant on both sides of the ball. So I don't know what the hell football you watching, but all the successful teams have a good offense and defensive line. Periodically want to get through, like Joe Burrow. And they got that false sense of security thinking their offensive line was good enough. And that dude has been getting killed ever since. So, no, there aren't a lot of teams. There's guys that have gotten hurt. When you look at the Chargers, they're banged up. They lost 2 of their offensive linemen, right? They're struggling. They winning games, but they are struggling offensively. You just played a team that can't sack you when they get their arms around you. So don't look at the results and come to that conclusion, because every coach will tell you we can't win nothing without either an offensive, defensive line, or both. That is factual around football.
I think if you do want to relate it to the Tua thing, though, it has been interesting. Like a lot of the reports that have come out around Mike McDaniel's job security, like there's been a lot of like thrown in the nuggets of, oh, he's a quarterback who can't get hit because, you know, of all of his injury past, you know, specifically the concussion stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I think that's one of the things that they're trying to wonder is like, are the Dolphins drawing up plays even more so because they're paranoid about Tua getting hurt? And even if you looked at like the Jets game where they like, you know, when Kiko Marinoa nearly takes his head off, are they thinking to themselves, kind of dodged a bullet there?
No, because here's what you do. Okay. And you can go to the team that he just left. And they play a very similar style of football. Okay.
Who just left?
The San Francisco. I'm saying when he was in San Francisco. They do a very similar style offense. All right. It's just done better because they have better protection. And I would say that CMC, Achane is equivalent, or if not better than CMC.
Currently.
No, currently. Not what he's done. I'm just saying right now. Right? But they do very similar plays and stuff like that. It's just that because they've had success, it only looks like a failure here. But it's very similar. My thing is that when you have success doing something, you have to incorporate it into your offense to at least keep the defense honest. I don't know why they didn't roll Tua out last week. I really don't. It was one of the things that kind of caught me off guard because I thought, okay, they had some success doing it. This is going to be a part of their offense. Not all the time, but it's a way of kind of helping that offensive line out when you can roll them out and just have them build a wall. Instead of having to be, I'm going to tell you what, Savaiinaea, if you one-on-one up front on the guy, that's what I'm doing. And when they drop to a straight back, They're asking him to block one-on-one. And then, God forbid, they should run any kind of stunt up front. Oh, my goodness.
He's
So,
yeah, look, it's bad right now. I get, and the other thing is like, it's not just him, but I think that it has always been him no matter what. Like even when the team was good, people were wondering if he was good enough to get them over the top. And now, now they're one of the worst. Now they're one of the worst teams in the league, and he hasn't been good this year. Even in the plays that he's had time, like he hasn't been as crisp this year. He's turned the ball over a ton. His decision making, particularly at the end of games, hasn't been good. But it's also a very poorly built team. It's built in shambles. It's all just kind of caving in on itself. The line's built with a bunch of bums. The defense, it's true. The
defense, who was supposed to be a strength, can't stop nobody.
The defense gives up points. The defense gives up points more than they don't. Like you're basically, it's more than a 50-50 chance that when you take the field against the Dolphins defense, you're putting up at least 3.
All running for 200.
Yeah. I mean, like they're so bad. And it just, but you don't look around the roster and you're just like, I don't really look at it and be like, oh, they're greatly underperforming. Like, yeah, there's some good players like Achane and Waddle and some, but those are the names. Like you probably can count them maybe on like less than 2 hands of the guys that, like, how many other teams would really want these guys on their team?
Right.
There's not that many.
Right.
And that's just the facts of it.
My thing is, before you evaluate one player, don't you have to look at all those things? Right? We're just making it sound like, and this is what I'm trying to get away from, that if I change one piece, this team would be much better. Right? The way we tend to go after Tua is if he was different, then everybody else would be different. And that's and when you look at this team as a whole, that's not entirely true. And so before we start evaluating the end result, and that is Tua, do we have to?
Well, I think this is the thing, Leroy. Like, yeah, he's not the only problem, but I think the thing that is the truth, and when he goes out a couple of years ago and was like, hey, the market's the market, you got to pay a quarterback $50+ million.
Yeah,
that means you got to cover up some holes, not all. Right now, we're at a place where there's too many holes. I'm not asking the guy to block a typhoon coming in. Like it's impossible with this team. This team sucks. But I think there are moments in game where you're like, hey, can you make a play here? And he's come up small. He hasn't, there's been other ones, but there's been, in fairness, the last 2 games, he has come through. And his defense did not. His defense screwed the pooch.
So here's the other
which
thing.
just leads to, they're just in totality a really rat-ass team.
Right. I'm also a realist, and people saying yes, and Lewis says, yes, having a great quarterback can make the team different. I'm convinced Leroy has CTE. No, Leroy has played on a team that understands, yes, a great quarterback can make a difference. Okay? But let's be clear. How many great quarterbacks are in the NFL right now? 5, 6?
What was the question?
How many great quarterbacks are in the NFL?
1.
You say 1.
You're just giving it to Mahomes. That's it.
That's it.
Nobody else.
So my reality.
Josh Allen stunk the last 2 weeks.
I'm just saying a lot.
My reality versus what everybody thinks, okay, is that you may get a great quarterback in the draft, but more than likely you're not. You're going to have to find somebody who's good enough, who's competent enough, and build a team around them. Right? That's the reality of this sport. Right? You have teams that are leading divisions and have best records in the NFL that have a quarterback that their last team threw away as garbage.
Well, here's the thing, though, is when you get that's kind of the cheat code right now, though, because in a salary cap sport, when you got to spend $50 million plus on a quarterback, you're not going to have the places to plug in and have the budget to plug in other places. Right. So if I have Baker Mayfield on a prove-it deal for a couple of years or Sam Darnold on a get-right deal for a couple of years, like it's almost like getting a guy on a rookie deal again. You're not expecting the same things. It's just not as lofty anymore.
I understand
so, like,
that.
As you could really pay, I guess the question is like, how many great quarterbacks there are? Yeah, maybe you say it's 5, but how many quarterbacks could you really pay $50+ million to, and your team's going to be all right?
4.
Like that's
right.
That's becoming the real question about it.
But here's the other thing. Like, sometimes you get lucky, right? Sam Darnold going to the Vikings, he was supposed to be a backup. He got paid to be a backup, and the starter got hurt, right? So you kind of fell into that situation.
But what does he even make now? Like, what is his new contract?
It's like making 35,
like, yeah, 35. That's
right.
That's a lot of difference. That's a big difference.
That's 2 more players. That's another offensive line.
Tobin's right. Like the formula now is either you draft the quarterback you draft him, get him for 5 years, have him before you have to pay him. You have money and you surround him with a lot of talent, or you get the reclamation project, put the right personnel in the right court. That's
okay.
Leroy, you're right.
Right.
These guys get drafted in bad situations.
That's the point that I'm making. That's the whole point that I'm making.
And what happens is they fail, and then everybody puts all the bus claim, the bus narrative on them. Then they get around real coaching, guys who are going to develop them. And if you look at Baker went to what? He went to LA, right? For the Rams.
Carolina.
He went to no, but before Carolina, he went to Carolina, but he went to the Rams. That little time with McVay, boom, he went to Tampa. Look what he's doing. Right. Darnold went to Minnesota.
Quarterback guru
in O'Connell, he shined.
Right. Well, now here.
Daniel Jones, same thing with Daniel Jones.
Can I say this?
So the question is that the Dolphins coaching staff?
And I'm gonna ask you this, and you can ask everybody.
You're not developing the players.
Guess what? The Giants did it. Right? They brought in reclamation projects, 2 of them. Right.
But they also drafted a guy.
Right.
Like, there's not that big investment there. Like, that's the thing is all these, like, how many teams right now are good that are paying their quarterbacks a ton of money? And I'm looking right now. I mean, like,
it's at least 6 because Detroit's paying Goff.
Detroit's paying Goff. Like, yeah, there's probably like
paying Hurts. Buffalo and Kansas City.
Buffalo's paying Josh.
Lamar's paying.
Yeah.
Baltimore's
Baltimore stinks though.
I mean, but that's just this season right now.
I'm talking about right now.
If we're
talking about right now, I'm not talking about what's done the accomplishments. I'm talking about right now.
Right.
You got Jacksonville, who's got a good record because they're paying. Finally, Blondie's decided not to screw the pooch.
Yeah, but they paid him on hope it works out.
I know they did. I'm just saying right now, he's getting paid a boatload of money. They got a winning record.
Dallas.
You know who's going to be the next
3, dude. I'm not putting them on the list.
But I'm just saying
he's doing well. He's doing good on.
I'm just saying they're paying their quarterback a ridiculous amount. Like he's getting.
We're talking team success though. I'm not saying.
So let's think. You know who's going to be the next quarterback that we might have the same conversation with? Houston.
She just out. Yeah.
He's about to be up.
No, he's still got 2 more years.
Well, but I'm just saying. Now you start talking about it.
Right.
So that and they're not very good right now. So I like
the difference with Tua. The thing with Tua that plenty of skeptics were worried about. I'm not talking about even coming into college because I know you had worries about that. But the thing that was worrisome with investing in him, and it was the nightmare scenario last year, is you paid him and he had a past of head injuries. And what happened the second week of the game, the second week of the season? Boom, he's out for a month.
Correct.
And you can't treat him like other guys because when Tua has a head injury, you got to keep him out because he's had a past of it. So That's the other conundrum that they face with that stuff. We gotta take a break.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, we can get back into it. We just gotta take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy back with you here. Got a busy night here on the station on FM 104.3. You got Panthers and Red Wings. First of a couple of back-to-backs. Cat's got the Devils tomorrow night. Oh, sorry, Cat. You got to go to New Jersey. Oof. It's never fun. What? Don't look at me like that.
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Kind of give me that.
Why
like
you the only reason why you one of the people looking at you that way because you have questions what you said yourself. Nobody looked at you any kind of way.
I feel how I feel about New Jersey. What do you want me to do?
That's fine.
Okay.
Ain't nobody say nothing.
All right. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members Rush just announced their 50-something tour. You want to see them? Grab a chance for you and a guest to win a flyaway to see the legendary band at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The prize includes tickets to the show, round-trip airfare, and a 2-night hotel stay. Don't miss out. Enter now at WQAM.com. This is a national contest.
I'm upset at you now.
Why?
I played Rush earlier.
I just got this liner.
Right when I played Spirit of Radio, you just...
I apologize. You can play another Rush song.
He don't know the bit.
I just got the liner. How long did I get this liner? I just got it like an hour ago. I just saw it. Just said ASAP, read this, but I just saw it. I was listening to Mike McDaniel ramble, and I was like, "Oh, here he goes." You know?
Something got you in the bad mood, and now you just
you're
lashing out.
It's 1 in 5.
I couldn't hear
1 in 5. Yeah, I said it yesterday.
1 in 5.
A lot of the conversations we having are 1 in 5 conversations.
I told you this 2 weeks ago when you were 1 in 4.
I'm a compartmentalizer. I'm a compartmentalizer. I don't need. I can live happiness in my life, and I can be upset about other things, and also be upset about one.
Doesn't sound like it.
I can.
I find myself with
you're more.
I find myself getting very annoyed.
I don't think
at
so.
Football because I just think that sometimes you get caught up in we need to do what we're doing better, and we need to do something to win. Right? I'll tell you. I remember experiencing this early in my career because Bernie,
hey bro,
Kosar was a guy who could see what was going on the field and deviate from the plan a little bit by tweaking a route or two on the go in the huddle, right? So I remember, and Bill wanted structure because he was a new coach, and he wanted everybody on the same page and then go from there. Both very good, listen, both ideologies I'm fine with. I just want to win.
Mm-hmm.
So when Bernie would draw up a play and Bill would see that wasn't the play he called, then we would all get the look because he wanted structure. But we was all happy that we were winning or having success. So how do you mix the two? Because what ended up happening is Bernie got released and Vinny was our quarterback. And I couldn't blame any party for wanting to do things that way. There has to be some kind of meet in the middle.
I gotcha. This is Mike McDaniel did address the Tua thing once again, but says this is it. Not addressing it anymore
until tomorrow.
Until we get Tua's comments on it, and then you'll answer some more questions, Mike. Here was McDaniel a few minutes ago.
As players have come back for the week of practice, do you still see Tua's comments as an internal topic, or did he address it with teammates and everyone's kind of set it behind them now?
Yeah, that's the first, last, and only thing, if I have anything to say about it, and I did in several meetings today, is the Cleveland Browns and our focus within that regard. Absolutely, he communicated with his teammates, both in group and individually, and there's much bigger fish to fry, in our team's opinion, in my opinion.
So that was earlier today, or
there was Monday, and I know he's talked to some of the guys that he didn't catch, on Monday today. But I think we have plenty to occupy our minds with our football play versus what will be a motivated Cleveland Browns team on the road.
Is left.
All right, there you go, Mike McDaniel. It's the only thing I'm going to say about it.
5 seconds later,
Keeps going. Just,
I mean, like, to be honest,
every meeting,
you try to be respectful when guys ask questions.
he's very respectful.
But I would get annoyed at the prying, right?
Blame your quarterback.
No, I understand that. I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, you want me to respect you, right?
Mhm.
That works both ways.
If
So
one
if
more
I say-
question was asked, if he said, "Did he get everybody an edible arrangement?" as in, "I'm sorry," that would have been too many.
Right, but you understand what I'm saying.
get you.
It's like you want us to respect your questions, but you won't respect anything that I say.
Wow.
And sometimes I've seen guys get really upset about that, and I'm not mad at them.
No, buckle up for two espresso. That one's going to be a doozy.
Yeah,
Tua took a shot at Mike when he was saying that.
you
Sunday.
think?
I think
I
that
thought he was talking about him and other players being leaders.
No, because I'm going to tell you why. The key word to me was when he said articulate.
wow, really?
Yes.
See, I thought that Mike was taking a shot at Tua yesterday.
When it was asked, he said,
This is 1 in 5 right here, boy.
No,
Oh,
I know this is 1 in 5, but it's like when he said, "Yeah, we're not
Well, then-
articulating." I'm like, well, then who's not articulating? Like, who's not talking? And to me, the person who, I know we talk about it, we joke about it, but sometimes after when you're losing, you might not want to be hearing Mike McDaniel and his 2-minute answers, or
I understand.
or his 2-minute diatribe.
I can't say that you're wrong.
So I thought he was taking a shot at him, like saying we're not getting the message, or the message is not being conveyed very well to the players.
See, I thought that McDaniel was taking a shot at Tua when he was asked about it yesterday. And he goes, "Oh, you guys can ask him. He'll be candid."
And you know what? Yeah.
And I could see it as a shot more than the other way. Like,
but yes, it is 1 in 5, Leroy. It's 100% 1 in 5. But that's that. But that's why don't give more chum in the water. Like, that's why shut up.
I know, some guys can only be who they are, regardless of what the circumstances are. And then it becomes a lot of moments where you say time and place, but you're always that no matter what, right? So, the difference between being 5 and 1 and 1 and 5 is those same answers come with a smile and everybody giggles, right? That's it. So, man, it's just a tough spot to be in for everybody. And the only thing they can do is play better. Everybody, and what here's an indication of what you think of your team. And I want you guys to tell me the last time you saw this. I was like, at the coin toss. Y'all didn't realize what happened.
What happened?
They won the toss and took the ball.
Oh, ask for the ball. Yeah, okay.
Then why is that?
Because they're scared of their defense.
Correct. So
you know what you shouldn't do when you get the ball, though?
Huh?
Throw
an interception.
You shouldn't throw an interception.
Well, we're gonna give Tua the pick, but that wasn't.
Oh, that's on Waddle. That was on Waddle, 100%.
I mean, the ball only hit him in his hands, right?
Well,
so
Leroy and Tobin.
So yeah, I get it, and when you're not, here's the difference between a good football team and a bad football team. A good football team, you get to the sideline, shake it off, guys. We got plenty of game left. We just do what we do. A bad team and fans and people watching, oh hell, here we go again already.
Yep.
Right? The same situation or circumstance.
Crazy, man.
Why do you have to, and I always wondered this, why do you have to be better when you're worse? Right? So what I'm saying is there's mistakes happening in every game, right? But the bad teams cannot afford them. The good teams can overcome them. So you're required to play less or more mistake-free football than the teams who are better. It's a crazy dynamic.
Break that down again.
He's saying
So what I'm saying is this.
No, I just the same.
Why?
Uh-huh.
Why, if you're a bad team,
Mm-hmm.
right, you are required to play more mistake-free football than a good team.
margin for error.
Being that,
Yeah, you have a good team has a larger.
yes,
margin for error.
but when you say a team is bad, right? What's the chance of them playing mistake-free football?
They're not. That's the thing.
Right. You understand what you're asking for and what you're demanding.
But that's
When
why
you say,
bad
"Oh,
teams-
here we go again," here's how we've been going all
Right.
year.
Okay, but here's the thing, Leroy. Good teams, like you said, they shake it off. Bad teams, everything's gonna linger. So one mistake, they
It affects them
butt
more.
clenches. They're playing. They're playing. They're not even playing. Sometimes it's not. They're playing to win. They're playing not to lose or not to make a mistake. So when they say make a mistake, it lingers. Trust me, I see that every week.
Right. But isn't it weird that
No, dude, you need to put that on a fortune cookie. Like that was deep.
no, but it's
was.
not.
It was.
No,
No,
it
it was. It was.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, that's
As
why
Dave-
it was
as,
good.
As Dave South says, you're a modern day Yogi Berra.
Well, I'm just saying, like we look at this Dolphins team and get really upset at the mistakes that they're making with the missed tackles, with the missed sacks, with the turnovers, with the drop balls. And I'm like, yeah, that's why they're not very good. But to expect them to, put it this way, everybody has those same mistakes. I mean, when you look at the way Kansas City started the season, you're like, oh boy, this is the year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the year. Kansas City is a good football team. Well coached. They got Patrick Mahomes, and they started getting guys back. Next thing you know, they putting it on folks.
It looked like
Right?
themselves.
Right. And so, like, I don't know. I just get real, like, when you see what happened to Waddle and Tua the first play of the game, when you see what happened to JP towards the end of the game when you really needed a play, right? These are the things that make them 1-5. Why are we expecting them to play in those moments like, oh, we need a big play here. Let's summons up Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs because that's what they do. They ain't that.
We'll take a break here on the show. Mixed bag coming up next. It is that time, ladies and gents. The mixed bag. Guys familiar with Eric Spoelstra?
Yes.
Yeah,
sir.
future U.S. men's Olympic basketball coach.
That is what he is. He is now the head coach of the U.S. men's national team for basketball. He was the assistant coach for the gold medal last year, and he will coach them now in 2028 when they are in Los Angeles.
Oh, no.
Should have remained there.
Oh, no.
What?
Leroy, you know what you're going to get for the next 2 years, right?
What?
What?
You know what's going to happen.
Hmm?
Spo. Every summer. Little talked with whatever possible free agent that might be.
If that happens, it happens. I don't know.
Spo, Anthony Edwards.
Well, there wasn't a whole bunch of people beating down the door to get to getting in San Antonio.
It's because it's San Antonio.
He's going to go crazy.
It's San
Yeah,
Antonio.
but I'm just saying, Pop is one of the best to ever do it.
I know, but this is Tobin we're talking about. Tobin's going to Spo, the young guys that are going to be on the men's Olympic team. They're going to see each other every summer.
The seeds of the big three were planted at the Olympics.
You see?
So one must know, what kind of gardener is Eric Spoelstra? That's what we need to find out.
Oh, dude, you can't.
Also,
Why does every bit of good information come with an angle with you?
For propaganda.
Yeah. Why? Huh? Why?
Let's hear from Eric Spoelstra, huh? What a great honor for him. Tell me how he's going to get me some whales. I mean, represent our country.
I've always been a fan of USAB. Of course, it's a dream, but you think it's never going to happen. Wow. Being part of that type of legacy and being part of the Olympics was really the opportunity of a lifetime. To be able to experience it where a group really comes together with that kind of pride for your country, to be able to find a way to win the gold is amazing. It's something I'll never forget.
I'm grateful to be the head coach. I understand the expectations. There's a culture with the USAB. A lot comes with that. It is surreal. I'm extremely grateful and understand the responsibility.
Wow. Man, what a video put up by the Heat. That's
Wait, I'm surprised he didn't do this, Vlad.
Oh, come on, man. He's got some crazy.
He's on Goose. He's right there, dude. Wow. For America.
You know what's gonna happen.
And
Guess
wait,
what? For America.
Leroy?
And why do you have the goosies?
Oh, for our country, of course.
No, stop.
Heat Nation.
Stop.
You know
Don't
what's gonna
lie.
happen? You know what's
Don't
gonna
lie.
happen?
Don't lie.
Leroy? Guess who was in Minnesota last year? I mean, this past summer?
I don't even know. Maybe it won't be in there. Maybe it'll be Cooper Flag at that
Oh,
point.
you know,
Who knows?
it's going to be someone, whoever
Who
the
knows?
big free agent that's going to be on the men's
Hard
national
to say.
team. You know,
Hard-
Jason Tatum. You know,
Tate Stop says Spo is going to put Drew Smith on Team USA.
Mark. And Marco's gonna lose his mind.
but it's a great honor for him, man. Congratulations.
It is. Yeah, he gets they'll officially, I think, introduce him today at 2 down at the arena.
It's crazy because when you think about when you think about Pop, Spo is respected that way throughout the league also.
Well, he's already been named the best coach in this season.
Even with his couple of hiccups.
Well, yeah.
Even when he didn't call the timeout when he didn't have one.
It was a stressful year last year. Everyone's owed one. I guess.
I mean, that last year was you just throw it away because
you throw it away.
I was willing to throw it away, but you kept with the Heat and 5 even after they had 37 wins.
I didn't say that. I don't recall that.
Of course, you don't recall it.
You always recall. Everything's always Heat and 5. What's wrong with you can't recall? -1 for you for trying to say that you don't recall.
-1.
Yeah. 37 and 45, and he was like, Heat and 5. We got Jimmy back. We moved on. Like, yeah.
The year before, I thought Heat and 5 with Jimmy back, but he got hurt. Stupid Kelly Oubre's leg. Never know. Change the course of history, you know?
So question.
What?
How much different is this team going to look without Jimmy, since we are now running instead of doing more?
Well, that's assuming that we're running. That's what they tell me. Everybody says they're going to run. I mean, every team's like, I haven't seen one article that said, you know what we're going to be? More methodical this year.
I mean, I hope they make threes, man. They ain't got to be great at it. They just can't be 3 and 30. You're
not kidding. Let's hear from
I mean,
Zach.
10 to 30, they win that game going away. And that's only 33%. Right? That's crazy.
It's incredible. Zach Sealer, not very good this year. He's frustrated with the Dolphins record.
I mean, I'm frustrated. Like, we're 1-5 right now. We need to start building together on everything we just talked about and really kind of just pull these wins in and you start building. You go 1-0 this week and just go from there.
Wins,
man.
Get one.
Just get one.
Get one. We're going to get one.
He says that the Dolphins have to stop beating themselves.
Now, you know what terrifies me?
First in the league and first through, I mean, from Harbaugh to Flo to McDaniel is you can't win until you stop from beating yourself. And we got to make sure we hone in on the little things. And because guess what? Other teams are paid too. They got great teams. Across the NFL. I don't care what the team's record is. They are capable of winning games. We see it every year. So we now got to get good at the little things where if they make that play, we have enough of a leeway or enough of a resolve to be able to still win the game and get through those ebbs and flows of the game. Is how I tell guys. That's what we're saying right now is what do we need to do to dial in the little things to make it so we can handle if someone breaks a tackle or whatever, that it's going to be all right. We can take it on the chin and keep playing and finish the game with a win.
Hey.
What kid said that?
Do you want me to tell you what's going to happen?
Yeah,
and
sure.
Everybody's going to be terrified. One, Myles Garrett will line across from Savaiinaea.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
And two, he will line up on the same side as Savaiinaea, and they're going to run ET twist. Which is going to put Myles Garrett on Savaiinaea with no help. So I'm just telling you, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh no.
Because they move Myles Garrett around.
Dude, Myles Garrett's the one that he could end careers.
I'm just telling you that while we sitting here, we ain't dealt with I think the kid from the Chargers is actually leading the league in sacks. Who? The one that just ran right by Savaiinaea?
No, I think it's somebody from Denver. I think Nick Bottino is leading the league.
Yeah, but they're both real. They're neck and neck.
You're
right. But now take that guy, make him 2 inches taller and 60 pounds heavier, with the same speed, the same quickness, the same.
And miserable, by the way, too. He's just miserable.
And miserable.
So he's going to take his anger out on somebody because he's
going to be miserable. Like, well, I might as well go out here and get 6 sacks.
You know what's going to happen.
Remember when he requested a trade and they're just like, how about more money?
Yeah, you talking about last summer, right?
Yeah, last summer. Yeah. He wrote a letter and everything. How much money did they have to give him to just be like, please don't?
30 a year?
No, it was like 40, right?
40.
He
40. Yeah, it might even be 40. He was the highest paid non-quarterback until Micah signed his deal.
You know what's going to happen, right?
What?
Dolphins luck is the Shedeur Sanders saga begins against the Dolphins.
Nah, they like.
I'm not gonna. Something happens to Dylan Gabriel, and then Shedeur comes in, and then Shedeur
he's not the backup quarterback though.
He is. He was named number 2.
He was last week.
He was.
He was. Okay.
Yeah, he was last week.
I would just say this: Everybody's made a big deal about Shador not playing. And the one thing that I'll say about coaches, I don't care what their situation is, right? You are doing your team a disservice if you holding somebody back that's better, right? I believe that. So when Dylan Gabriel is the quarterback, I'm going to say Kevin Stefanski said, I think this guy gives us the best chance to win. Because if he played somebody that didn't give him the best chance to win, then he should be given his papers right away. Because now you're doing a disservice to the other guys on the field.
I'll tell you who's a backup to nobody when it comes to cleaning your laundry.
Oh, yeah.
That's our great friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners, dude. For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. The owners are. That's our guy. You guys can call or text him anytime at 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. It's the fall season, Halloween time. That Myles Garrett, he wears a scary costume when he goes to those games. He's got that QB.
Is Tua on that jacket?
I don't know. I don't know if he is or not. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully he can avoid it for this week. But you guys got to get your costumes repaired. Maybe you got a masquerade ball. You got these fall parties. You got autumn weddings. Let A&T Dry Cleaners have your wardrobe looking right. Even those family get-togethers for the holidays, Leroy. A&T Dry Cleaners, always trusted.
They've been around for 40 years. They can do same-day sewing. They have a seamstress on site that's our mother, so you're getting that good motherly care. She knows how to take care of you. They service all of South Florida. Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach County, and they can pick up and drop off your orders. Ira's a fan of the show. He likes to hook up our people. So if you give Ira a call, tell him, mention Tobin and Leroy's name, you'll get 25% off. 25% off. Hey, everything helps nowadays. Just call or text Ira at 954-610-9383 at any time. And once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never launder your own clothes again.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Get to our headlines here, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Miami Dolphins getting back on the practice field today as they get ready for Week 7 against the Cleveland Browns. That is going to be a Sunday at 1 o'clock. Gameday Uncensored comes your way 9 a.m. this week. And, of course, all your regular coverage. We'll have Omar Kelly, Chris Perkins stop by the show, breaking it all down. Good to have Perk aboard for Gameday Uncensored. I was just listening to Perk's question, and he was just like telling Mike McDaniel, "You're muted, Leroy. I don't know who's got your StreamYard's
There
muted."
We go. Not going to mention any names.
What happened?
J-Fig?
Jennifer.
You know what that means.
-1 for technological snafu.
She said, she admitted, hey, so I would say I hate going into a game, and this is even when I played, when you think, man, we struggle at a couple of things, and they're strong at them. So one, they got Myles Garrett, right? You don't have Myles Garrett, a Myles Garrett blocker.
Nope.
Right? I don't think he's going to line. Everybody talk about he's lining up against Patrick Paul. He ain't going to line up against Patrick Paul. They're going to move him around. 2, they got a beast in the running back in Junkins. Right? And every back that has played against the Dolphins has run crazy.
Yes, they have. Backups included.
Right. So that's the 2 spots that I'm most interested in how this team handles. You see what I'm saying? That right there is going to be key for me because you are leaning into their strengths. And guess what? If they run for 200 yards, it don't matter who the damn quarterback is. And that's the part of the whole thing that if you want to get the game to the young quarterback, you want to try to force him to have to beat you, but you ain't stopped the run all year. So how you going to do that?
Don't know. They can't do anything by force, so it's been tough to watch.
Right.
You know, there's not really anything that you could look and be like sure of anything with it.
Except the 200 yards rushing.
We got some news from Shams Charania. Russell Westbrook has signed with the Sacramento Kings.
What? I tell you what, that dude, from the second he got into the league, plays with energy.
Yep.
Energy.
Dude is collecting a lot of jerseys, though.
And, I mean, I'm amazed that he only really shot the ball well in one championship run. I'm talking about from 3, because you know he's going to take his threes.
He hasn't won a championship. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I said championship run. He didn't win it.
No.
He was a handful in that 2012 NBA final.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
you want to know who wasn't?
James Harden.
James Harden. That's right.
Isn't that crazy that of the three guys, that 2 of them have won a championship? I would thought that they would all.
It's not crazy when you consider that James Harden goes and screws the pooch every single time in the playoffs. It's really actually not crazy to think about, because if we've all seen when a season and a series is on the line, where's James Harden? Oh yeah, nowhere. He's nowhere to be found. So it's not that crazy.
I mean, I tell you what, not for nothing, the Heat could use a bona fide scorer like that.
I mean, dude, he's old. He's old.
I know. I mean, I said like that, not him. I mean, how do you think dad bod ages?
I don't know. He's had a dad bod forever. I mean, the hammies have been catching up with him a little bit. I will say though, I think Norman Powell's numbers without him last year were not great. So that is going to be an interesting thing to see.
Right.
Who?
Without Harden.
Oh yeah.
Without Harden.
I would be.
He played a lot without Kawhi. He was good without Kawhi. He basically kept them afloat without Kawhi.
I wonder how that dynamic is going to work with Wiggins and Powell, if they're enough to keep each other free enough to score.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I still like one of the things I hate about what the Heat do is, so after that game, they lost 108, 109.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say, if we score 108 points, we're going to win games, right? We got to get better on defense. And I would say, no, you can't be 3 for 30.
Yeah, I mean, that's a legit concern. I don't think there's anything that can deny, especially without Tyler healthy. I don't know where they get that punch from.
But that's the thing, is that we've done this year after year, talk about, hey, we scored 110 points, right? We can, but what if that 110 should have been 125 because you shot the ball so poorly, right? If they shoot the minimum requirement of threes, make the minimum required amount of threes to be an average NBA 3-point shooting team, they win that game by 10.
Yeah, you're talking about the preseason game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, usually, I don't know what the percentages were. They were up 7 with a minute left. How many games you're supposed to win like that? The fact that they lost that game
was crazy, right?
Only that team.
Foul, shot. Like, what just happened?
Take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to a little 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored here, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions and 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Week 7 gets going tomorrow. Steelers and Bengals. The old love a early matchup in the week.
Well, first of all, this is the double ARP Bowl.
Yep.
Flacco versus Rodgers.
Pittsburgh's
Flacco's the youngest. Flacco's the spring chicken.
Pittsburgh's a 5.5-point road favorite going into this one.
Oh my goodness.
They're 4-1. And honestly, in a division that everybody thought was going to be really good, I don't know who's
They're
catching
the only ones that are healthy.
I don't know who's catching them. I mean, I don't know when Lamar's coming back, but that's a hell of a hole they got to climb. I mean, maybe they'll get to the wild card. I'm not saying Baltimore's, if they get people back, that they can't make a wild card run, but it kind of feels like that.
What are they, 1-4?
1-5.
1-5. So Baltimore's 1-5 and Cleveland's, and Miami's 1-5. See what you're making my point. Like, I didn't climb back into it. Their defense is terrible, dude. Terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just giving respect to like an MVP coming back. Like that's it, you know.
I got you. It wasn't his
It's not
issue.
likely.
It was one. I don't know why they quit using their running back. Like, that's crazy. He don't get no carries no more. And 2, their defense is the worst Ravens defense I have ever seen.
It's crazy.
Because in the past, they might not have been able to score, but they was going to play some defense.
You want to see disaster around somewhere? Snoop Huntley's around. Just asking, hey, Snoop, maybe? It's always like they bring in a backup quarterback, and then Snoop Huntley's just like, hey, Snoop, can you do anything? So, I don't know, man. Cooper Rush couldn't. Can you come in here? Just like the Tim Boyle thing. I'll try. Nope.
It's amazing they bring these quarterbacks in at the last minute and then get mad when they fail.
It's like, please try it, do something. Anything? I don't know, dude. Pretty wild. But yeah, man, that's one of those things. Oh, we got London games this week. The London Jags back in their home.
Rams against the Jags.
Yeah.
That'll be a good game because
London's got to be pissed at us for that game that we sent them last week.
13-11.
I'm sorry, London.
You're apologizing on behalf of the Jets?
Yeah, that was a big
one. Wasn't your owner, wasn't he the ambassador to London?
That's why Salah got fired last year so quick.
Because he embarrassed himself in front of the royal family.
In front of his
I say, Woody, your team is not very good.
No, it's yes, that's pretty much what happened. Among his colleagues, he was embarrassed.
You embarrassed me in front of the family?
Embarrassed in front of the royal family.
Not even, colleagues, men of high prestige.
Because he was probably talking trash. It's like, hey,
which game was it that you guys lost?
It was Jets Vikings when Van Ginkel intercepted the ball.
I say that Van Ginkel, he's quite the ball player. Why don't you have anybody like him, Woody?
I love his shag.
Do they call him? What's his real name?
Woody.
His real name is Woody?
I think so.
Woodruff? Like
Woodrow? I don't know.
Woodrow? Like what the hell is it? Is his so you're to tell me that the King of England has to refer to him as Woody. That's crazy. Grown ass old man.
I got to say it's an uppity now, like Woodruff or something like that.
Has to be, right? Woodrow something.
Nah, it's Woody.
Maybe his father was Woodrow.
His brother's name is Christopher. Oh, no. You know what? You're right.
Woodrow?
No, his name is Robert. Robert Wood Johnson IV. By the way, that's a nasty.
There's no way the Kings call
Hold
him
on,
Woody.
time out.
That's a nasty middle. Just Wood?
That's a nasty middle last name.
Just Wood?
Wood Johnson.
Wood.
Wood. What is that?
Hey, I tell you what ain't going on that team. Wood. Ain't nobody.
Hey, yo.
His middle name is Wood?
I say, Wood, this last coach maybe worse than the one before.
Oh, my team stinks, man.
You're not very good at finding these. Your quarterback is a fast fellow, but doesn't pass to anybody.
Robert Wood Johnson IV.
You sure it's not Woodrow?
No, bro, I'm looking at his name.
Yeah.
It says Robert Wood Johnson IV, born April 12th, 1947, is an American businessman who is the owner and chairman of the New York Jets and was formerly the United States ambassador to the UK from 2017 to 2021. Yeah, he owns Johnson & Johnson. His middle name is Wood. It's not even Woody. It's Wood.
It's crazy. I say you may need to use some of those cleaning products on your franchise, Woodrow. It's just Wood.
Just Wood.
Apologies. You can understand how ridiculous it sounds.
These chaps.
Your team plays like a bunch of assless chaps. I've seen only one team worse, and it's the Dolphins.
And they somehow beat you.
It's crazy, man. You think that Buffalo's gonna? You see that you see this? Josh Allen comes out with this interview, and he's saying that his lovely new bride is trying to find. He's found out that maybe he's more than just a football player. You know, the coach didn't like that. He's like, oh boy, now I got a deep thinker.
That's not going to end very well for Mr. McDermott, I'm saying, if they don't win this year.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. But I will say, like, he's going
to like, even with that, is there exception to the rule when you see how this season is played out?
No.
Because, like, football's upside down right now.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with Buffalo every
year. That would give you less of a reason, though. If more things are upside down and you feel like you've stayed pretty much the same, like you should feel like
I know, but is this like one of those crazy years that a wild card team goes to the Super Bowl and it's just football is just upside down right now?
I'm not giving them especially Buffalo, a pass because they've
gotten a free run in the division for 10 years. So
now you have a free run but all these other years when they were actually competitive teams, they would still get to the AFC Championship game and lose. So this is a year where these teams are not as competitive as they've been in the past, and you're still a good team with the better record.
But if
I expect you to overcome this.
Right. No, I got you. But what if you only, no matter how your team is set up, you only have one Detroit power? Aren't we making assumptions that this team should get to the Super Bowl, and maybe that's not reality? I'm just saying, like, sometimes we ask for more than is actually there and get upset when Buffalo can't beat Patrick Mahomes or something like that. When
I just think it's like, what other steps are there for them to get
right? I know. And some, but if you were to make a change, would you in effect make yourself worse because you couldn't win a game against one of the all-time greats?
I don't know. You have a lot of the similar fears of change. It seems
no,
like.
It's not.
You're always wondering if things are going to get worse. You asked that with the Dolphins, and then it's like they literally can't get worse other than the Jets.
No. I'm saying, like, I don't mind change, but I don't want change just for change. It doesn't make you better. Have a plan. For example, what good is it to fire Mike McDaniel and keep Chris Grier? That's not a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm okay with change.
You want a half change.
Right. I'm okay with change. But you better have a plan of how things are going to be better than just making decisions to appease anybody or make decisions just to make them.
The Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. We'll take a break. Our favorite Wednesday game. Rats off a ship. That's next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Tobin and Leroy. Vlad.
It's almost like you're a floating head because your shirt matches your background.
I just noticed that.
Yep. What do we have today for Rats Off a Ship?
Well, this guy has been quite the topic for quite some time. How do we feel about Giannis saying he wants to finish his basketball career in Greece?
Rats Off a Ship. This Giannis, it's enough already with what you want to do. Just do it. Like, we're so tired. If you're not happy in Milwaukee, which you very clearly aren't, you're making them sign your entire family tree. Allegedly, your family's living an ocean away from Milwaukee. Do us all a favor, dude. Rip the Band-Aid off. Tell them you want out. And stop telling me what you're going to do in 5 years. I'm going to play in Greece. First of all, no, you're not. Okay? What are you going to be making? $90 million a year? Yeah. Hey, Giannis, I dare you to turn down that player option to go play in Greece for the last year. What are they going to make you? The king of Greece? Get the hell out of here. Rats off a ship.
And that's why I'm rats off a ship. Just when he look at them two different paychecks. Right? It's your career. It's your profession. You make as much money as you can because you can't do it forever. Then when you get on the other side of it, then you go ahead and give them a couple of token years. But until then, you'll be a damn fool to turn down $70, $80, $90 million. Fool.
I want to go be happy. Then go be happy. Go be happy then. You're clearly not happy in Milwaukee.
So he could get another $130 million.
It's enough already. All these plans that he has. Make them. What are you going to do? You're going to be sitting back, Giannis, with the Fonz from Happy Days in Milwaukee? Or are you going to make your moves? Are you going to make your life happy?
Is he still with us?
Henry Winkler? He's
The
still with
Fonz?
us. Yeah, the Fonz is still with us.
Hold on.
A lot of kids don't remember the Fonz. They only know him as.
We got to say rest in peace to D'Angelo.
Yeah, that's right. He was only 51.
Man.
Did he have pancreatic cancer?
Oof. Brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Where are your rats, Vlad?
I'm definitely rats off a ship with Giannis because, like, make up your mind already, bro.
Right?
Like, I'm getting sick of and then I don't want to hear, in 8 and 9 months, I could change my mind. I'm only human.
Then do it. Don't let them guilt you into it by making your brothers live in Milwaukee too. Jennifer, where are your rats with Giannis?
He's being wishy-washy, rats off a ship. Also, is this why his wife is living in Greece now or something like that?
Yeah, like
what's going on here?
Oh, Mrs. Antetokounmpo's living out of Milwaukee, so he's going to be miserable on purpose. Let's sign another Antetokounmpo. We'll put so many Antetokounmpos on the team, he'll have no choice. It'll be like the Greek national team.
Isn't she from here?
Yes.
State?
Yeah, she's from here.
That's how much Milwaukee sucks. According to Giannis, not me. Her actions.
I've been in Milwaukee twice. And that was because back in the day, Green Bay had a agreement where they would play a couple of preseason games. And at one point, they even played a regular season game in Milwaukee. The kicker with all of this is both sidelines were on the same side of the field.
Do you think that Mrs. Antetokounmpo has told him, hey, just break up with him already? He goes, they signed Miles Turner.
She might be holding him hostage. He wants a 5th child. She's probably saying no 5th child if we not
in Milwaukee, we're not.
Not in Milwaukee. I'm not raising a 5th child in Milwaukee.
Not with Laverne and Shirley. Pregnant.
No, sir.
Cold and pregnant?
Cold? The pregnant hate being cold.
Really? How many times you've been
I
pregnant?
wouldn't know. So
That's right.
What's right now?
What's number 2, Jennifer?
Joe Mazzulla making the Boston.
Rats off a ship.
Okay.
Wow.
Nah. I'm not rats off a ship.
Can I finish?
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead, Jen.
He's making the Boston Media Scrimmage the Celtics coaching staff and beating them.
He busted their ass.
Do you want to give the
Final score was 57-4.
They were not taking it easy on the media.
I saw half court shots.
Mazzulla's a mad
57-4.
Oh my goodness.
Well, apparently,
the media only scored 4 points.
4 points, and apparently the way this works, I guess it's a tradition where the media scrimmages the media, and Joe Mazzulla's like changing it up this year.
Kind of feels like the lava was playing or something like that.
I think the pregame speech was this.
I love you, Jake.
Joe Mazzulla goes in and says, "Guys, you know how they do us. Let's get them back."
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly. If you saw that, they wanted this. They wanted to beat the media's behind so bad. Like, you should have seen it. They did not take it easy on them.
It stops. Did they play the lava?
I literally just saw.
I don't know if the lava.
Hey.
Was Gabby on the team?
I'm not the only one. Oh, not that. It was a different Gabby though, right?
Yeah, she
got crossed over. And,
oh no, yeah, that was pretty bad. That was 2 years ago. But apparently
they won last year. They won it last year.
We did great this year
because they had a ringer.
They had a brother.
Yeah,
a tall brother. Not Vlad, a taller brother.
And they had no Marcos.
And they had no frogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they had.
I don't know. I don't think the lava.
But I am rats off his ship on.
You rats off his ship on this idea?
No. I'm not rats off his ship on the idea of the Celtics media getting their ass beat by the coaching staff. That's a great.
I'm not rats off his ship.
I think it's funny.
I would have liked to see video.
Oh, there's video.
There's video.
Oh, there's video.
Oh, really?
There's video. You can find it.
When they put their hands on the floor and stuff like that, they don't give them nothing.
Man.
Say you want to write about basketball? We'll see what you got. Let's see.
I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, the Heat's staff right now.
They would kill us.
Does he what?
Karan?
You got Karan Butler.
How many of the staff are in shape?
It don't matter. How many of the media's in shape?
Karan's got in good shape. Karan's been running steps at the arena. You got Chris Quinn. Chris Quinn's in good shape.
Chris Quinn is always
Wayne
in
Ellington
shape.
looks like it still dropped.
Malik Allen looks like he still can get you 5 points.
Oh, no one's scoring on Malik Allen.
What about Spo?
Oh, Spo definitely wants.
Because you know Spo gonna be in there practicing what he preach.
Toby, would you play? Hold on.
I think I got to for pride
with Toby to play,
but I'm not helping.
No way.
I got what? I'll play for pride. I'm not doing anything for you guys. I got 6 fouls.
Dude, you got. Hey, Tobin.
What?
I would bet money you can't foul out because you can't touch him.
You think I can't reach him?
No, I'm saying that they're gonna be so quick around you that you ain't gonna be able to touch them.
All right.
I mean, just a old athlete, they can move now.
Well, sometimes.
No.
Unless it's a water balloon toss.
Well, wait a minute. Well, that's him. I mean, by Mark Sanchez.
Different sport,
former
dude.
athletes still can move.
Maybe the most dangerous sport.
Life. He was out there like Hunger Games. I ain't know, like, what the hell. So like Brian Reeves, he picked a big O intangible. big country.
Oh, I don't feel good about it. Yeah, like it's one of those things where it would probably be as bad a score, if not worse. He got that size too. I don't know.
How long do you think you could last? We're going up and down the court.
I think it'd be fine. Fine.
Wait, hold on.
I was fine.
I was gonna tell you. How did that even go? We never got that full story.
I still have that. footage. Yeah, we never got to that. That went fine. It really wasn't. Because it wasn't
You
even.
lasted the whole class.
Yes, 100%. A 40-minute biking class. Come on.
Did you do everything they told you to do?
Well, this guy was a little frustrated. This guy.
Here we go.
This guy was a little frustrated.
Rats off a ship.
No. So, this guy sat there, and I didn't realize, like, you do things. I thought you just ride the bike, okay?
No, I told you that.
This guy is sitting. First of all, you got to clip in, which is ridiculous.
Wait, I told you all of this.
I understand, but I didn't realize that he was like having this, like, okay, and now we're up the hill, and now we're up the hill, and now do a dip. and then a dip, and then a dip, and then a dip, and then a dip. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, how about I just bike?
No, Tobin, I told you this.
Look at that mobility, man.
Tobin, I told you this beforehand.
He was doing, and now we do the Cobra. And now we do the Cobra. And I'm like, what? The Cobra?
Tobin, did I not tell you this? Like, I didn't think you thought you were just going in there for a bike stroll. I'm like, these bike classes are intense.
I should have known when he had a headband on. I was like, oh boy. Headband with the mic thing. Boop.
They always do, though.
Let me ask you a question. Tobin.
Hmm?
When have you ever gone to a class or any type of instruction and the guy had a mic on and you were just riding a bike?
I don't know, dude.
He had a mic on so he could be free to do stuff.
He's like, but he always, you can be in your saddle. I was like, oh, that's a dig.
He was looking right at you. Who was a movie? Did you do the Cobra?
He winks
I
at
did the Cobra. I did a couple Cobras, but I couldn't keep up with his Cobras. The Cobra. And then the dip.
Wait.
Chicken noodles.
Wait. Vlad, this is exactly what I told him before the week before it happened. And I told him that, hey, man, you're not familiar with these bike classes. When you go to the gym and you go by that bike class and that dude got that speaker on, you can hear all that talking and you look in that room, everybody is sweating profusely.
Oh, dude, it was stinky.
Yes, but I was like, what is but you thought you were just going to go in there. Wait. So you were in there with D.
Yep.
Both of y'all was just.
Well, she's fine. She does all those cardio classes.
Yes.
I
don't understand.
She does
why
like the Zumba.
You always say it's going to be fine because
So
you
you
don't
sweat.
understand.
So you sweated, like you were.
Oh,
Of course he did.
Listen, dude, I sweat walking my car.
No. Because remember when we said that he was gonna sweat, and then he said, "Oh, yeah, it's gonna be nothing. I'll just go." I was like, "You're gonna take a shower, right? Like after you do this, like
Oh,
how
you
we-
mean from there to SeaWorld?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, we just went stinky.
Oh, you see, that's nasty.
Dude,
Well, it didn't
That's
matter.
Tobin,
What?
dude, you had a whole day. What?
You disturbed the fishes, Tobin.
First of all, I told you, okay? I told you some of the most intense stuff that I've seen is in that
And
bike
he
room.
disregarded everyone in their
And you
word.
disregarded everyone. I remember I said, hey, I told you about clipping in. I told you about some people bringing their own seat, right? And you still just dismissed it like it was nothing. I said, well, go ahead on and put your booty on the big seat and see why you go get chafed.
I need that footage.
That's nasty. That's
Hey,
nasty.
how
I still think
did you get a little raw in between the legs or whatever?
I was honestly raw from the day before from walking around Orlando. That was, that was rough. That was worse, honestly.
Dude, what did
I love the tips.
Hey, by the way, this needs to be a bit. I'm telling you, dude. I told
Are
you.
you trying to get all of us in a class?
You want to go cycling together?
No, I can't do cycling. I'm on
Yes,
a
you
bad
can.
knee.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I'm on a bad knee. I'm about to have knee replacement.
All right. So
I had to give up my.
what about an aqua aerobics? Can you do that?
Synchronized.
I'll be the youngest one by 20 years, but I'll do it.
I just want to make sure we do something.
I tell you what, there's two places in the gym that are extremely intense. One is in that bike room, and the other one is all them ladies in that little dance thing, exercising, doing salsa and all that stuff. Boy, they in there.
Orange Theory, that thing is
No,
tough too.
right?
Like,
But
all
I'm
that
talking
kind of
about
stuff.
I'm talking about the LA Fitness, because I'm telling you,
Oh, yeah.
all you when you walk by that room, all you see
Intimidating
is
classes, man.
hips popping, bang, 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 bang. Now walk it out, bam, bang. Let's go to the right. I'm like, goodness, like
And dip.
Yeah. So we should have talked about this before, because I knew something was up. You know what? You're the parent that always tell a kid to be fine.
Yeah.
And then the kid come back and go, Daddy, it wasn't fine. Because
Daddy lied.
You've told him. Wait, this is some of the things this guy has done without no formal training. Let's not even talk about the 5K that you do every year and you sweat walking to the car, but you're going to do a 5K.
Marshall,
right?
dude. It's a great cause.
It's a great cause. Nobody says it. Okay. Then this bike thing.
Yep.
That I knew.
Also benefiting cancer.
It does. But you shrug it off like, man, I got this. You didn't have it.
I didn't like being clipped into a bike.
Just imagine being clipped on a bike on the road. You haven't fully ridden a road bike with clips until you've fallen on the ground in front of a car at a stop sign.
Is that where you had to
Trying
get
to
hitchhiking?
unclip it, trying to unclip your foot to put it down, and you can't. You're just like,
Wait, you had clips on your actual bike that moves?
Yeah.
Seems super dangerous.
Dude, the bikes, all you gotta do is turn and they come right out. Dude, they don't even have pedals, they have bars.
Schmeathan says the only 5K Tobin does is 5 key lime pies. God, that sounds good.
Dude, there was a sweet potato key lime pie.
What?
I saw it at Publix, yeah.
Intrigued.
I was intrigued. I didn't do it.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Final hour of the program. Get to our headlines. Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. As we got Florida Panthers hockey tonight. The Cats taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Paul Maurice has announced that Dmitry Kulikov is going to miss the next 5 months. So the injury hits just keep coming for the Cats. I guess going to back-to-back Stanley Cups is hard.
Yeah.
Yeesh. He has a labral tear, so has to get that fixed. Trying to see who's going to be in goal tonight.
In his shoulder?
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Labrum.
It says labral. That's what it said on the thing.
Oh, a labral. That might be the definition of what the tear is called.
Big word for me, dog.
You know what the labrum is?
Labrum's here, isn't it?
It's so your rotator cuff is, I think, 4 muscles, right? The labrum is the sheath that covers them all. Right? It's like a sheath that kind of covers them all and holds them all in place. So if you tear that, they go in and
let's see. Hold on. Doug Plagans tweets out that Sergei Bobrovsky is in net tonight, according to Paul Maurice. So there you go. Bob back in net tonight as the Cats will look to bounce back from their loss to the Flyers. And he's good. Just won one of the NHL Stars of the Week. If you guys are worried about Bob, if he's good or not good, still good. Rest of the team, very banged up. I think Bob's going to have to take everybody swimming in the Russian River or something like this, dude. How come none of you guys are ready to play? What's going on here? Too much partying? You know Bob is sitting there like when he's partying and he sees everybody at 11 partying their ass off and he's just sitting there with his seltzer. He's just like, that's going to catch up to him.
He's like sitting there like the older brother, like, yep.
Silently judging everyone? Is that what you're trying to say?
Just he knows. He's just like, that's not going to be for nothing.
First of all, me and Bob have something in common because when I went to the old wife's company party, I was doing the same thing.
People watching.
Oh yeah. Oh,
it's great.
That's what you would normally do, Leroy. I'm telling Bob going to 11 is funny because his curfew, his bedtime's probably 11. So him going to 11.
I bet you think he slept in until 9 the next day?
I think Mrs. Bob probably made him. She goes, go with your friends.
I don't want to go with
It's okay to enjoy yourself. Okay, Bobby?
But Ekblad too crazy.
Barkov, he's
keep an eye on him, you know?
Barkov, he just drinks.
Barkov was so lit at that party. Oh my God.
I mean, the crazy thing was Tobin asking him and him just looking like
that poor
just
man's
with
face.
that look. I don't remember.
So Bob's in that tonight. You can hear that game on FM 104.3. On the AM 560, we'll have the red, white, and pink scrimmage tonight as the Miami Heat get some of their final tune-ups. That's right, Scooby. That's right.
Scooby got a new phone.
$10 tickets, Scooby, and you guys can that'll benefit the Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute. So great cause tonight. $10 to go watch your favorite basketball team get ready for the season. And the Dolphins, they continue to get ready for the Cleveland Browns. Mike McDaniel, he spoke earlier today, and he was asked, hey, Mike, what do you think about the job you've done so far?
You've got a 29-28 regular season record as Dolphins coach. I'm wondering how you view the Mike McDaniel era of Dolphins football to this point.
Whoa, I'm not in the mindset of reviewing eras. I don't think my job title lends anybody to benefit by me sitting back and reflecting upon. I have problems to solve. My job is a problem solver, quite literally, and bringing there's new issues to address and attack, and I'm very much focused on you don't control necessarily the circumstance or situation entirely on your own ever in life. I'm trying to be the very best head coach for this team who needs their coach to be focused on the stuff that they actually can contribute of value to them, which is preparation, conviction, detail on their craft, and ability to communicate how all individual pieces connect to one. And that's so I don't mean to not have something good to say. Quite literally, I would just be talking.
Oh my God, that's it. Hold on. I was just getting ready to say he's just talking.
He's incredible.
And he just said
he's incredible.
I'd just be talking.
So you understand when I say that it needs to be articulated better? I'm telling you, that was a shot at him. He was taking a shot at his coach.
Let's hit him with some things here.
-1 for rambling, for deflecting, for propaganda, for stumbling, for making it weird, for fraudulence.
I feel like you can just keep going.
If I would just sit here, I would just be talking. What have you been doing for the last, Mike, literally in the last 2 minutes? What have you been doing?
For annoyance.
If I would have been in the room, I would have walked out so fast.
No, dude.
Him saying that, the audacity, really.
I'm just like
the audacity.
I have learned that there's a couple of things I can't do. Right?
The temerity.
I can't do pressers. I can't be in the guy because I'll be a guy in the back going, really?
Come on, dude.
Because when me and Tobin go places, I have to comment. Could you imagine me in the back of that room?
What do you mean evaluate? If I took my time doing that, I would just be sitting here talking. What if you I guess you're right, Mike. You got me there.
I would ask him between you and Chris Grier, how would you imagine you fix the offense and defensive line problem? Because you're a problem solver. That's your job.
Right.
So going into the year, knowing that you had 2 rookies who was going to have to play, that's not problem solving. That's just kind of adding and hoping. Like, to me, coaches should never hope. Right? You should never go into a situation with your vast amount of knowledge on said sport and never have to say, hope it works out.
For hoping.
And they've done that. Right? Both Chris Grier and Mike McDaniel at 2 positions, maybe even cornerback. Right? So 3 positions. Maybe even safety. It worked out at safety, but you didn't really, right? You were just trying to patch that up.
Worked out at safety until they needed their safety, their poor rookie safety, to make a stop last week on intangibles, and he got, roasty toasted.
So my issue is that half of the problems you have created with your decision making as far as roster construct.
Remember, you remember when Mike the initial reaction to Perk's question, just like listen to him being shook out of his shoes.
He was startled by that question.
Like he was just whoa.
You've got a 29-28 regular season record as Dolphins coach. I'm wondering how you view the Mike McDaniel era of Dolphins football to this point.
Whoa, I'm not.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's like he just took a bong hit. Like, whoa.
Hold on, dude. Let's say things we can't take back.
The only thing that was missing was the coffin.
This
coffin in the smoke.
Yeah. That was the opposite of when he did this.
I anticipated this question.
That also, he even responded. That sounded like they had a winning record with that response.
Yeah, when you're winning, you can anticipate questions. When you're losing,
whoa, Perk. I thought it was cool, baby.
You've got a 29-28 regular season record as Dolphins coach. I'm wondering how you view the Mike McDaniel era of Dolphins football to this point.
Whoa, I'm not in the.
He's flabbergasted. He's like,
He's like, oh, he just got hit with a haymaker. He's like stumbling back, looking for the standing 8 count. Whoa. Man.
No, that's when you go, whoa, when you shake your head. I'm all right. Didn't even hurt me.
Didn't even hurt me there, Perk. Maybe my feelings a little bit.
Hey, man, like, I think we just make ourselves either madder or more miserable asking players and coaches to try to explain this. Because when you try to explain things, you only get yourself into more trouble. The reality is they 1-5 and they got to do something about it. But why are you here? Because people want answers as to why you're here or what has gone wrong. And every time you try to give reasons as to why you are where you are when it's not good, right? You end up getting in more trouble. Everybody, coaches, players, you're just getting more trouble. So I don't know if anybody should ever answer. The reality of it is here's what our record is. We got to play better. We haven't played well enough to win games. And that's it. Move on.
Take a break. More to come. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members Rush just announced their 50-something tour. If you guys want to see them and grab a chance for you and a guest to win a flyaway to see the legendary band at Madison Square Garden in New York City, the prize includes tickets to the show, round-trip airfare, and a 2-night hotel stay. Don't miss out. Enter now at WQAM.com. This is a national contest. Get to a little 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored here on the show, which is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions and 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. And do with this what you will. This could be something.
Oh, hell.
Could be nothing.
What sport?
Football.
Okay.
The Miami Dolphins. So, familiar with why I'm asking Leroy? I know the answer is no. Vlad, are you familiar with Ricky Scoops on social media?
No, I haven't heard about this Ricky Scoops.
I feel like you've spoken about him before, right?
Who is this Ricky Scoops?
Ricky Scoops is a rogue NFL insider.
Rogue.
He is a guy who drops trade nuggets on the internet and then just kind of posts and dips, right? And his avatar is a dog with a red NFL cap on. This is the insider's logo, just so everybody can get a look. That's Ricky Scoops.
Very legit.
Yeah. You could understand why people would be skeptical. But Ricky Scoops, he's back scooping, because the last time Ricky Scoops was back in fold was the Micah Parsons trade. And he was one of the ones to I believe he was the one to first have it on the internet that Micah Parsons was getting traded to the Green Bay Packers. And then he had this whole thing that's it. I'm riding off into the sunset. And the trades don't get bigger than that. But here's the thing, dude. The internet, it's an insatiable beast. So now he's back. And he's decided it's trade season. I want to scoop some people because I'm Ricky Scoops. So he's been tweeting out some rumors. It's like he throws out a Jacoby Myers rumor. Raiders might be moving on from Jacoby Myers. That's cool. Whatevs. Patriots on the phone looking for another wide receiver.
Oh, he might go back?
Maybe. But then Ricky Scoops, 18 minutes ago, tweets out the Miami Dolphins.
Can't be unsupervised during breaks.
What do you mean?
You need adult supervision during breaks.
I was doing research. It's on Twitter,
Right.
which means I'm on Twitter.
Ricky Scoops.
Damn it. Obvious, but still good. So Ricky Scoops tweets out the Dolphins are actively shopping Jaelan Phillips. A name to watch as the deadline approaches. Sounds like Miami is ready to move him. Teams are also calling about Bradley Chubb, Jalen Waddle, and Devon Achane.
That's not true.
You can't say that's not true. It's Ricky Scoops.
He might listen. He's
Now, if I'm a Dolphins fan, at some point you got to keep somebody. Right?
At some point you have to keep somebody, but remember what his tweet was. Teams are calling about. It says the Dolphins are actively shopping Jaelan Phillips.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Mind you, it's the last year of his contract.
And he can't, for some reason,
correct. And then other teams are like, we're talking about Jaelan Phillips. Keeping that Achane. So that's what's going on. It could be something.
I'm not giving up Achane. I'm not giving up Waddle. Everybody else, I'm not giving up Achane. I'm not giving up Waddle. I'm not giving up Patrick Paul. Not giving up Sealer. Not giving up the two young guys.
You're not giving up any of your good players, is what you're saying?
I mean, Jaelan Phillips is a good player.
He's a good player. Last year of his deal. I understand why
That has like you can't keep putting
with
yourself
a ton
in this
of injuries.
situation.
I mean, he's essentially Bradley Chubb.
Yep.
It's exactly
making a lot less.
No, I'm saying like when the Dolphins traded for him, like he's coming off knee injuries, then he had a good year. It's like, so that's where that's at. I'm not surprised to hear that. I'm definitely not surprised to hear Bradley Chubb. He's on a reconstruction. Isn't he on like no guaranteed money this year? He completely pay cut this year because of his injuries. And then like, here's the thing though, Leroy, like if it's over, it's over. Like, what if you could get a first rounder for Achane?
No.
Really?
He's your only game changer, dude.
The game's over, dude.
Yeah, but not for this year, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you like? Okay, if you get rid of everybody, right? And say you get rid of all these players and you end up with 1 first-round pick, 2 seconds, and a third. How long do you think it's going to be to turn this team back, get this team back around?
I don't know.
Like, I'm thinking of this as a fan. I'm thinking of this as a fan. And I don't care about the last 20 or 30 years or whatever, right? I'm thinking, I don't want to ever go into a season thinking we have no shot.
Right. I get you.
And if you get rid of like your young talent, the problem is they've been old for so long, just bringing guys in and trading out assets. Now you're going to trade your young assets?
Thinking
you think
forward.
you're going to find another Achane?
I don't know.
No, man, I'm not. There's probably five or six players, young players, that I'm thinking, hey, you can have everybody else. We ain't talking about these players. End of discussion.
First and third.
Huh?
First and a third.
Nobody's gonna offer you a first and third for a running back.
I didn't say nobody's gonna offer. I said, would you take it? Don't change
No.
it. You're being a
No,
deflector.
no, I wouldn't.
Okay. What about Waddle? What would you give it for Waddle? Second? Or you keep him?
I'm keeping Waddle.
All right.
Because you what are you gonna like? You understand that you got to replace these guys. And what are you replacing them with?
I don't know. I don't even know who's gonna be making the decisions.
Right. So you just chill for right now.
Chill? That's what they've been doing.
No, they haven't been chilling. They've been making a whole bunch of moves, a whole lot of moves that haven't panned out. I think, well, you can have a fire sale, okay, but you still need to start somewhere.
Yeah, but you're fire.
Like you think you could just go into next year's draft and say, I'm gonna get another Achane, I'm gonna get another Waddle.
I don't know. When I see where the Dolphins are at right now, it kind of just feels over. Like you got to just find everything.
Again, it could very well be over, but you still got to have a base. I would tell you what. I say the Dolphins end up with another top 5 pick. And here's the problem with the draft. Here's the problem with going into the draft. You don't know what players are going to be highly graded, right? And if you need so many different positions, this is how you get put in a position of reaching. Because you need a position and you draft high in the draft. So I don't want them to reach either. I want good, sound decisions. Can you get that with this group? I don't know.
This guy picking them? No.
Okay. He's picked good players, but he's
picked a lot of bad players too.
Yeah, everybody does.
Okay.
The success rate of draft picks is not as great as you think.
His success rate is a lot less than everybody else's.
That's because those guys aren't here.
And his team management is even worse.
Okay, I got that one.
So would I trust him running a fire sale? Probably not. But I'm just telling you, it's out there.
All right. I'm not trading Achane. I'm not trading Waddle. And I don't even know if I'd trade for an offensive line for this reason. what has been the hardest position to get? Offensive lineman, right? The only way you get offensive lineman is paying boatload of money.
Who's the offensive lineman they're going to trade? Like Brewer?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying I would not trade for an offensive lineman.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You're going to have to build it through the draft. If you can get some more draft picks with some of your other guys, but you still got to have your core. You got to have a core. I'm wondering what the hell did they think if that's on the table now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're being cautious with an injured player? Now? If you would have drafted none but healthy players, would we be in this position right now? No.
Yeah, but
I know that's crazy to say. Who gets injured players all the time, though?
That's his thing.
They're cheap, baby. They're cheap. I can hear you talking right now.
That's not what I say.
They're
That's
cheap,
what he
baby.
says.
You can get them on sale. You can get them on sale.
You're gonna have to grow up at some point, though, and pull the plug on this.
No, I'm not saying you don't pull the plug.
You're gonna have to. I'll give you another
I'm
week.
not saying you.
If we lose to Dylan Gabriel, you're gonna have to trade Anthony.
I'm not saying you don't pull the plug. I'm just saying that there's certain guys I wouldn't trade because you need to start somewhere.
He's legitimately the only guy, though. Like, who else? Other than your guys on rookie deals, like who?
Achane,
Waddle.
I'd keep Waddle. I'd keep the two young guys. It's too soon.
About Waller.
Who trade for Waller?
Oh, somebody.
Waller's in a cheap deal. Why would you trade him?
Because you could flip him for a pick.
You ain't gonna get nothing but a 6th or 7th round pick for him.
That's more than you have. You just told me last week you were proud of the Browns for flipping Joe Flacco.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, right after he had his worst game as a Brown.
Amazing. Bengals, dude. This
Bengals.
Tobin.
Well, look, it figures. Who would trade for Joe Flacco after the game he had? The Bengals.
The Bengals.
There you go.
Take a break. Final segment coming on up. Ricky Scoops, dude. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody.
Tobin, have you tried it?
Dude, I left it in the fridge today. I'll have it tomorrow. I will try the Spritz Vibe Celsius.
Is that the new one?
Yeah. It kind of tastes like retro. And then I have no idea what flavor it is.
Okay. The Miami Heat, they got their red, white, and pink scrimmage tonight. 6 o'clock. We'll have that coverage for you on AM 560. Myself, Solana, and Tommy Tig will be on the call there. And then on the FM dial, you got Panthers and Red Wings tonight at 7 as the Panthers continue their 5-game road trip. They started off with a loss to the Flyers.
2 days away, baby. That's what I need. Save me.
The Canes?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I like watching them play.
They have been fun. It's been a fun year. They're deep. They don't really seem to have a weakness as of right now.
No matter what you think, every team has those 1 or 2 games where just out of the blue they're tested. And you know it's coming. And I hope that just based on where they are now and how they go about football, being physical and wearing teams down, I hope that is what carries them over the tough patches or those tough games.
Dade South sent me a clip during the one of the breaks that Dana White is expecting to contribute to the NIL fund for the Miami Hurricanes. I believe his daughter now goes to the U. And he was saying on I forget the name of the podcast. It's Steve Kim and Mario Lopez. It's a boxing podcast. I think it's like Standing 8 Count or something like that.
It might be that, but Steve Kim is a major University of Miami supporter.
Right. So he was asking Dana White about like, hey, you've been at Canes games. He's at the Notre Dame game. So apparently Dana White is going to be he's been saying that people are hinting that they want some of that Paramount money. Like Dana White, give us some of that Canes money, huh? Need a new quarterback next year. It's Carson Beck goes in the first round, you know? We need that dough. So we'll see. Bezos hanging out there too? Hey, you don't get to hang out there and not contribute, Bezos.
We got our well. Michigan already has his well.
Yeah, you got to choose. You either buy the Marlins or UNIL. One or the other. Not letting you slide either.
Why? We want them to sell the Marlins? I thought we like what they're doing.
Look, I'm fine with hold on. Calm down. I'm fine with them keeping Peter Bendix. But if you're telling me Jeff Bezos can buy the Marlins and not have this old Shermanator there, old penny pincher, oh yeah. I'd be all for that.
Wow.
What?
I'm just saying.
Oh, please.
Money can't always fix it.
Doesn't hurt.
I mean,
you can always fix it. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are in the NLCS every year.
I mean, that's baseball. Look at Stephen Ross has thrown money at it.
Well, then why? Yeah, that's what we were. I'm sorry, Peter Pan. What sport was it discussing? Cricket.
I mean, all the teams that have the biggest salary. Well, let's see, Dodgers, they're in it
every year.
Every year, but the Yankees, the Mets.
Wait, talking about they're in the playoffs.
Hmm?
Getting the playoffs is what they're in the playoffs.
Trevor says money doesn't buy you happiness.
Yeah, but they buy you the playoffs.
I tell you what, I'll try.
Yeah, it doesn't
buy you.
to
be happy with all this money.
No, money doesn't buy you happiness when you do Lauria deals, which are like
doesn't make you miserable either.
2 years for Wei Yin Chen. He'll definitely opt out. Oh no, he's terrible. We're stuck with him for $80 million. Anyway, so Dana White, chop. Sent the Canes some dough, dude. Let's go.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, isn't the fight a month away?
Which one?
Tank and Jake Paul?
It is. It's less than a month away. It's the 14th at the Casey Center. I saw Tank at the game a week ago. Whatever what did I go to? I went to Heat Bucks, and he was courtside.
Okay.
Tiny fellow.
Very tiny. Very fast though.
That's gonna look like Sylvester Stallone against Thunder Lips.
No, it's not.
Nah, because that was two intangibles tangling. They were next to each other. Trust me. Jake Paul's going to get peppered in the face. It'll be a lopsided decision.
You think they have agreements?
Of course.
No.
You don't think there's an agreement not to mess up Jake Paul that bad? But,
I don't think
because I think they had an agreement with Tyson.
I don't think he can.
They didn't have an agreement with Tyson.
Okay, guys, they didn't have an agreement with Tyson. You know what the agreement with
They had a
Tyson
drug
was?
Tyson.
Don't knock him up.
Okay, he's 100 years old, guys. Like Mike Tyson was 100 years old. Jake Paul was nice to Mike Tyson.
That's what I'm saying.
Jake was saying, "Hey, Mike." There was a time he was talking over, hey, Mike, relax, man. Stop hitting me. Like, don't you want to make money?
No.
I'm just saying.
No.
Mike looks sedated. No man's walking with his ass out like that if he's not sedated.
Isn't cheeks out? That would suggest that he wasn't sedated. I feel like you're ramped up if your cheeks are out.
Nah.
Look, I understand. Nobody wants to live in a world where Mike Tyson would
I
get his
felt like I was at LA Fitness.
Listen, the old don't care.
The old don't care.
The old will have some cheeks flap out.
And he cares less.
Dude, I was walking to my locker.
Like Rikishi.
And I was walking into my locker, and this old dude who, first of all, tried to talk to everybody, right? He reached over to pick up his flip-flops and put them in his bag.
Oof.
I was like, oh my goodness, what is
Yes.
going on? And
He
he
had
tried to say, hey, I say, buddy, before you talk to me, put some drawers on.
Got something else flip flopping.
No, it looked like truck nuts.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I'm like, man, wait, I'm almost old.
But no, I don't think there's an agreement. I think that I mean they're supposed to wear bigger gloves, but apparently that was squashed too. And then
that's not helping Jake Paul.
I don't think it is. But Jake Paul's a very big guy. I mean, like, listen, if Gervonta Davis knocks him out, that's going to be an impressive feat.
Dude, let me explain something to you.
Jake Paul's a moose.
We sitting here talking about size. Size only matters when you are equals at your sport.
But he's been in fights, but he's been in, like, it's not like Jake Paul. This is the thing that
I'm not saying he's not a bum. Okay? I'm not saying he's a bum. But he's not at that level of fighter.
Yeah, but the guy's 50 pounds smaller than him.
All right.
He's not roided.
Who isn't?
Tank's not roided.
No, probably not.
Jake is.
Perhaps.
So you think that Tank is not going to be able to hurt him because of the 50-pound size?
I don't think he's going to be able to knock him out. I don't think he's going to be able to flatline him. Like everybody wants Tank Davis to go in there and street fighter him and knock him into the and that's not going to happen. I just want to prepare.
Hey,
have I ever been wrong on a Jake Paul fight? Ever? Have I ever been wrong?
No, you've been right.
You've been.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
I'm not dismissing. I've never dismissed you in the fight game. Is this accurate?
Tommy Fury.
Is this accurate?
I said that he would lose.
You said that he would lose to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say that.
The only time I was ever wrong on a Jake Paul fight was I said he wasn't going to knock out anybody cold, and he did it to Tyron Woodley, and that was the one where everybody was kind of like, did he take a dive there?
He cold-cocked him.
That was, but he hit him with the monster right hand. I thought that he wasn't going to do that. Like he wasn't going to Nate Robinson, a professional fighter, and he did. That was the only time I was ever wrong in a Jake Paul fight.
Man. But
I think what's going to happen is that Gervonta Davis is going to piece him in the face a lot, whatever the rounds are, and it's going to look ugly because they're one is a big oaf and the other one is a fast, very skilled boxer, but who doesn't throw a lot. Like he's not like the most volume puncher, but he may feel like this guy's a sitting duck. So I don't know. Maybe he goes at it different. It's going to be ugly though. It's not going to be.
I'm saying I just think the two levels of fighter make up for the size difference.
To win a boxing match, yes. To knock him out?
Do we know Jake Paul can take a punch?
He's taking punches from Anderson Silva. He's taking punches from Mike Perry. Like he's taking punches from some big dudes, dude.
Okay.
I'm just
Like, look, man,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think people think like, oh, this guy, well, he can't take a punch. I'm like, yeah, he's not. I mean, he's proven he can take a punch.
Tank is an animal, though, dude.
Dude, you have never, ever, ever had this much faith in somebody 5'5".
No, you're right.
Ever.
You're right. That's why
I know what we all want to happen. I know what J-Fig wants to happen. I know what Vlad wants to happen. I know what I would want to happen. Oh, of course. I just don't think it's going to. Because you want to know why?
Why?
Because he doesn't take fights where that's going to happen to him. He's a very, very smart guy.
Hey. I mean,
in a boxing promoter sense.
Right. Well, I was gonna.
You were gonna correct him there.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say, like, see, I just think the skilled boxer, but you're kind of making the point is that, yeah, the skilled boxer is gonna outbox him, but he ain't gonna necessarily
he could even hurt his face. Like, he could make Jake Paul, like, he could puff up his face. I just don't think he's gonna put him on the canvas. You know, like, he could make it.
I just say it don't take much. You get hit in that knockout button.
Yeah.
And
maybe. Yeah. Gervonta, like, he hits hard. Like, I've seen him. I've seen him like do workouts.
You're
I'm
not
like,
making you're going the other, like,
Are you saying he's flip-flopping here?
He's not flip-flopping.
He
He's
hits
stating
hard.
facts, but he's saying the things
Contradicting
that make
himself, maybe.
He's saying the things that make me think that he's too much of a boxer with too much power to not be able to hurt Jake Paul.
yeah, because I don't know what I would love to know from Gervonta, like, hey, who's the biggest guy you've ever knocked out? You know, I think that would be a fascinating thing to know. Like,
can I get Chili Pepper?
I think that Jake's the underdog. I don't think you can get Chili Pepper. You could probably. I don't know what the
and the knockout.
I don't know. I'll look it up for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
All right.
I'll get some lines for you.
Okay.
That's our show for today, everybody. Again, coming up, you got Hockman, Crowder, Solana, 6:00 on AM 560 is the Red, White, and Pink scrimmage. Tickets $10. Benefits Baptist Health, Miami Cancer Institute, and then Panthers Red Wings is on FM 104.3. And that is what we got coming up here for you today on QAM. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.